thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go, here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? This one goes out to those feeling hopeless. It's a struggle, that's the reason why I wrote this. But take your iPhone out and note this. And type out, turn pain into focus. And keep it moving, stay focused on your routine. Your past failed, let's get you on the new things. That past stuff don't define you. I had to drop this track to remind you. Yo, I did my best after dealing with stress. Keep fighting under pressure, it's all the test. They thought that I was done, yeah, I hear they upset. Assumed that I was finished and they probably had bets. But I just kept on working on my bars, yo. I went from mixtape straight into song mode. Now my CD's got a barcode. All my tracks on iTunes you can download. But yo, this for y'all who persevered, who did it all alone with no person there. Don't even be mad, don't curse or swear, cause the good thing about it is you're prepared. I learned a lesson through the depression. I had to cross people out, yeah, I made corrections. Y'all could count me out, cause I count on me. I'm in a brand new place where I'm proud to be. Let's go. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go, here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. Yo. I'm shining just like the sun. Yo. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? It's a real cold world that we living in. But stay strong, don't let them see you giving in. Cause people laugh at the hell that you living in. And make jokes when your options is limited. Heavy the ones telling you what's up. Only come around when they use you up. And that's the reason you ain't really got nothing. That's not your real friends and I'm not fronting. The difference between me and the competition, they rely on crews and I'm self-sufficient. Yeah, I cut people off when I had suspicion. I just felt bad vibes in my intuitions. But I'm up, I don't care if you down. I swam through deep water when you prayed I drowned. Took flights out of town, never stayed around. And thank God when the plane lands safe on ground. But this for my people living with restrictions. Going hard trying to kick addictions. You could do it here, my conviction. This is true story, we don't deal with fiction. Let the song lift you up, take this as a keepsake. You deserve it all, don't deal with cheapskates. LeBron on the track, yo, it's more than just he say. My first week I need it like it's Jordan release date. Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go, here we go. I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. Until then I'm having fun. You feel me? Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo. Here we go, here we go. Let's go. Never give up. Keep going. Never give up. Keep going.
How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots and
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LeBron, Female Rap Elite, back with another video. So please make sure you comment, thumbs up the video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live. So I wanted to come live and get this done and over with because, yo, last night I kind of disappointed myself. I got off of this live last night and I said, look, this is how I rationalize with myself, right? I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, I did have some chicken nuggets from McDonald's. And then, did I have breakfast from Chick-fil-A yesterday? I did have breakfast from Chick-fil-A, right? So I felt bad. And I was like, no, you don't deserve to eat dinner because you fucked it up today, right? You had chicken nuggets and you had fucking Chick-fil-A and you had a big ass lemonade from Chick-fil-A, right? So last night I was just like, okay, I'm about to go out and get dinner after I got off this live, and I was gonna go to my friend's house. But I was just like, I don't know. The next thing I knew, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. I went to sleep. So I guess my body needed to sleep. So I didn't even go out or nothing. I woke up. I was like, oh shit. I was mad. I was on the phone with one of my friends. I ended up falling asleep. And then, you know, I'm gonna blame it on them today and be like, oh, so you hung up on me. You know what I'm saying? I like to start shit like that. So listen, I hope all of y'all having a happy Sunday. I definitely gotta do some apartment work today. I need to mop my floors, so I'm about to go do that. I need to go get me a new mop, so I'm about to go get that after I get off this live. Boil that water, mix it with that pine sol and that bleach, mop them floors, get them baseboards. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do laundry. Yeah, so I wanna set a goal for myself, and I want to be done with all of that by 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I really got to move on it because I got other shit that I got to do. You know, when you have a business, it never fails. So shout out to everybody showing up. Let me see who's in the chat. What's up, Yaya? What's up, Erica? Let's see, Ellie Fizzle. What's up, Deja? Miranda. Haha, I just finished mopping. Now I'm about to clean my kitchen. How do you mop your floor, though? Do you mop your floor with just regular fountain temperature water? I mean, I have to boil my water to mop it, but you got to be careful because when you pouring it down into that bucket, it could splash on you. So just don't take my advice and then tell me you ended up in the emergency room because you got 3rd-degree burns from doing, you know, mopping your floor. When you take, I use my biggest pot and I fill that bitch up with boiling water, and then I bring it closer to the ground. I pour all that boiling water in there. Yeah, because I want these floors to be smoked. I want them to be smoked. I'm putting bleach in it, pine sol, and yeah, I'm gonna let that shit go to work. I always mop my floors like that, so it's a must for me. So listen, I wanted to say rest in peace to Holla. I don't know if any one of y'all know about her, but she's a Black YouTuber. She's an older woman. I think she had cancer. Was it like intestinal cancer or something like that, or colon cancer? But she passed away. Let me click on this video actually really quick. Holla. So this video is from Hanging with Ty. I wonder if this is her granddaughter or something like that. So rest in peace, Grandma Holla, praying for the family. Oh, maybe this is just a fan.
Thank you for hanging with Ty. Breaking news, we have lost Grandma Holla on today. It has been confirmed by one of her granddaughters. For me, Grandma Holla meant the world to me. I deal with depression. It's no secret. Grandma Holla, Grandma Nancy, Grandma Helen, them girls done it for me. Like literally, they do it for me. Grandma Holla, no more suffering, no more pain. You going to heaven. Mm-hmm. All your sorrows is gone. Praying for the family and their strength. And there's just so many times that, baby, she can do it for me. Her talking about Clarence and her getting that money. She love her money. Bless her heart. She don't have to worry about no more money. She don't have to worry about no more suffering and the pain. And God, I'm asking you to protect her family. God, bring peace in that family. No division. Nothing but love and kind words amongst them, God. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen. So again, thanks for hanging with Ty. Y'all have a blessed day.
That was really sweet, Ty. That was nice. So make sure you check out her channel. She got 3,000 subscribers. Check her channel out. What's her name? Hanging with Ty. I don't know what type of content she does. So, you know, maybe you could find a way to support her. Maybe she's going to play some funny moments. Or is this just I don't know. All right, let's get this off the screen. And let me see. Hold on a second. Holla Lottery of Fraps. So y'all can just see who this is. She loved Frappe from McDonald's. And she loved lottery tickets. Let me see. Where's her channel at? Oh, her family posted this. Okay, so this is from the official channel.
And turn that I'm finna say go in the catering there, okay? You can go get some meat. Go in there with them. I never even take
Yep, this is channel.
Okay. He got the what was it called?
I know how to fix it. I got some glue. I mean, crazy to put it up in there silly. I mean, I saw it the other day. Yeah. Damn, like one time it's right now.
Hey YouTube. I just left
Facebook, so I want to come over and do the same thing on YouTube and let you all know our queen has passed away. My grandmother passed today. She was pronounced dead at 5 o'clock. Um, she went out peacefully. She slept on out of here. Um, I just want to thank you, YouTube. Y'all made her last days amazing. You really did. Um, the laughs, the sending her cousins, the gifts, the whole nine. The love, support, the prayers, y'all made it amazing. Anybody on her? So, y'all, I know I'm in the dark. I'm sorry we driving and everything, but I just want to come on and let y'all know, just like I did over on Facebook. Okay, y'all. So just keep us in your prayers and everything. As far as arrangements and stuff go, I will let everybody know. I just wanted y'all to hear from me because I know it's been a lot of people saying it before it actually happened and everything. So I wanted y'all to hear it straight from me. Okay. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Keep us in your prayers, please.
One thing I'll say about this black family, though, let me tell you this, and I don't think a lot of y'all realize this, but I want you to start thinking about your future now. And I know that this might sound crazy to you, but I want you to start thinking about your future now, because one thing I noticed about this black family and then the way that they handled her and everything, if you notice, she was never in no nursing home. She went to the hospital. She came home. She did her hospice care at home. She was surrounded by family and all of that. I'm telling you this, if yourself or you put your people in the nursing home, just follow me, follow the yellow brick road, right? So imagine, say you living right now, you're in your 30s or whatever, and you're like, okay, cool, my life is looking up, I'm my career field, I'm doing well, or say wherever age you are, and you purchase this home and you have all of these assets. Guess what? As soon as you get sick and you got to go to a nursing home, do you know, like, first and foremost, you got to think about this. Does your family even love you in a way where they would even just take care of you and even do all of that, or whatever the case may be, right? Would they even do all of that? I think it's a couple of different ways to weigh this. Let me get this off the screen because it's pitch black. It's a couple different ways to weigh this, because there's a few things that you could do, because I know a lady who did it in the state was so mad at it. They was so mad. This woman, her mother got cancer. She had lung cancer, I believe, but within the 5 years before she passed, she turned everything over in that house to her kids. She turned everything over. These motherfuckers is not about to get what I paid for and what I worked hard for, and then you take it back, then there's no family inheritance. I'm telling you, it's real like that. It's gonna happen. So if you right now say you just buy your home and few years from, years, 20, 30 years from now, you get some sort of sickness and now you're in a nursing home, you need some specialized care, and your family can't do it, or your family ain't there, right? Yeah, all of that nursing home care is thousands of dollars per day. How much you think a house costs? So they're gonna own your house easily within a few months or a year of you being there. They're gonna own it. They're gonna own a major. So I was speaking to somebody just the other day, at my job, because, we deal with different type of policies. And they was explaining to me that they needed the insurance company to process this this large dollar check, because the state is fighting them for a portion of the home and they need to pay them off. And that they had a final date where they had to pay it. So yeah, it's very real. You don't just own a home and then you think one day you own it and then that's it. And then no, if you get sick or if anything happens to you and you have to go on Medicaid outside of your private insurance or whatever Medicare insurance you have, guess what? Everything you worked for your kids your whole life and things that you probably thought that you were going to give over in an inheritance, they're going to take that now. So now, I'm just putting you in a mind frame where your people grow older. You listen, you might, I don't want to say it's going to be a burden, but you're going to have to weigh the options out, and this is why I didn't understand when I was younger working in insurance, and I seen so many white people calling in and saying how they paid money for their family members to have personal assistance and things like that. Yeah, you better pay that money out of pocket, because if you don't, and the Medicaid has to pay for it, you gone. They're gonna that shit is upcharged. It's upcharge. Let me tell you something. I don't even think they got policies like this no more, right? But let me tell you something. She was a fucking winner. I call this lady a winner. Even though she in a nursing home right now, long-term care facility, she a fucking winner. Let me tell you what this woman did. I was speaking to this guy one day. He told me that his mother, they had to fucking dig deep for this policy. She had a nursing home policy that she paid for, that if she ever goes into a nursing home, the plan pays $1,000 per day. 1,000 per day. This is stuff that's far from your mind that you might not even think about. But I'm telling you, you're going to get to that age. Everybody ages. This woman, and this was policies that they had back then. So guess what? They're unencumbered. Mother is in the facility. She needs that specialized care because she has, like, I guess, she has a memory issue or whatever the case may be. But the fact is that it's mostly covered. So even if it's just $1,000 a day, and say the nursing home is $1,500, the family could fork over that $500. They'll fork that shit over. I'm telling you, they get in that support though. It's the fact that she invested in that policy. You're gonna grow old one day, and not everybody dies at home and in their best health and just doesn't wake up. I'm telling you. So yeah, that is something to think about, because when you get older, yeah, it's gonna be two things. Either you're gonna go into a facility, or you just going to be, but hopefully you can take this information. If you see somebody going through that, you be like, you know what, I see, they giving you a certain amount of time. Yeah, you need to get shit in motion, and you can't do it within the same year. It has to be years that you put this paperwork in motion. This lady knew she was dying from cancer. She put the paperwork in her daughter's name. Actually, it was my old boss when I used to work at this company. Yep. Her daughter, she said the state was so mad at them. And you know why they were so mad at them? Is because where they lived at in Houston, the home, honestly, and they were Hispanic, right? Now, what this woman, just the message she tried to give me, right? She was like, you need to stop renting. She was like, how much you paying in rent? At that point, for a 1 bedroom, I was paying over 1,000. She said, oh my God, why don't you just get you like a little rundown house and just build it up? And she was like, you'll pay less. Like, that's the type of mind frame that a lot of people have. And, they came from Mexico. So her mother, right? She showed me a picture of it. Her mother owns this shack looking house in Houston, but that bitch worth $500,000 due to gentrification and everything that they did around the area. And they want that house, and they not fucking getting it. They not getting it. It's based on where it is. It's everything. She showed me. She said the house literally looks like a shack. But yeah, her mother, she seen that shit early. She was like, okay, let me get this shit signed over, put it in my kid's name. And now the state is mad. They mad. Yep. Pay all that Medicaid, pay all that shit that people who didn't work all their life for and got. And listen, that's why during the pandemic, I got everything that was due to me. I got each and every dollar. As long as I could get it, I got it. Fuck that. I work hard in this country. I've been working on books since I was probably like 14 years old. Fuck that. We ain't never been on welfare. We ain't never got food stamps. I got that shit as an adult. And I definitely used the benefit as long as I was on unemployment. As long as I was on unemployment, and as long as I got food stamps. Hell yeah. I stacked that money up. Do you know that I've been on food stamps for a while and I just stopped spending that money? Yeah, I stacked that shit up. I stacked it up. So yes, get you a home, fix it up. Honestly, if you do the major stuff and leave the decor details for later, trust someone will buy and cash you out. Move on to the next one. Yeah, but it's like the sad thing about it all is just that what if you build your life up? Say you're in your 30s right now, you're just a woman right now, and we don't know what your trajectory is going to be, or what's laying dormant within you, or what, right? But say now you in your 70s and you get cancer, and say you only got one kid or two kids, and they problematic, they selfish. Let's not ignore the personalities within children when they're younger. That's typically how they're gonna be. They selfish, they're gonna be that way, right? Now you in your 70s, 80s, you going through all this treatment and stuff. Your daughter is so busy with her life, she don't really care. She's like, whatever happens, happens. Now you in a nursing home, and she's mad now because now that the state is trying to take this house away, she realized that she should have helped out more and should have helped her mom more and should have did the things that she should have did. Now the house is gone. There's no more inheritance. You can't sell the house now because mom's in a nursing home. And yeah, I'm telling you, I see this shit. I used to see it happen regularly. Yeah. So listen, yeah, always plan ahead. Wills too. Yeah, that is true. These hoes so sloppy in female rap. So life insurance is a setup. If not set up properly, take care of your own. Nobody should struggle with family. I'm telling you, my grandfather, he had more money. My grandfather, for his, and the way that he did it, I wasn't even mad at it. But my grandfather, he got 6 kids, and then he got wait, 6 kids, and then my oldest brother, who they kind of raised or whatever. He was the oldest brother. My mother is the oldest child, and she had a child in her teens. And thankfully, right, I don't know, this is what I'm saying. Could you imagine if this happened to everybody, right? And unfortunately, it don't happen to everybody. My mom, she did have a child when she was 16 years old, but guess what? I don't know if they pressed the issue or what. I don't really dig deep into that. I'm gonna ask her though. But my mom, and this is what happened with her, and this is where, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you know this story. This is why this is important. My mother told me, she told me how it happened. She was 16 years old going over somewhere babysitting, and guess what? There was a boy over there that was older than her. My brother's father was like older than my mom. She was 16, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that happened. But guess what? I had this conversation with this Indian man before, and he told me that he believes that a lot of Black Americans have issues because the family is not really a family. He told me like where they lived at in this suburb outside of like a few minutes outside the city of upstate. And he was like, yeah, we live in that house. And he said, we all live together. If we go through something, we all help each other. We all just kind of like be there for one another, where it's just like everybody's out in a different house. Like, think about how selfish sometimes, and I know that we are accustomed to this, but think how selfish African American pathology is, right? You'll have a person that'll gain all of the success and do everything right, and they want to have this big home. They want to have a mansion where they're the only person living there. They want to live in this mansion or this multi-bedroom home, and they don't want nobody in their family to live with them. Now, mind you, being Americanized and understanding and being of our community, we know that you can't let certain people live with you. Certain people going to bring you down. But do we have these things in our mind and we just literally not helping people? You know what I'm saying? Do we have these resources? I always give back to people. I help people when I want to. That's why when I was at Sam's Club parking lot, I had to give that guy the 1-2, like not the 1-2 literally fighting, but I pulled up, my nigga. When I pulled up and I was parking my car, I ain't even pressed park yet. And you came up to my window asking for money and I said no. Then when I went shopping, you approached me again. And I said I ain't got it. Don't fucking approach me. I don't like this shit. But listen, what I'm trying to say is back to that story about the Indian. He said that their family sticks together. I want to tell you another thing that I'm not saying. When I used to go to my friend's house in Fresno, like, when he passed away, there was a family that was across the street that was Mexican, right? They all lived in these nice ass homes. You know that this home was 4 or 5 bedrooms. But when you seen the home, you know how typically I'm not just saying, we see white people like this too. They have a nice home. You see 1 or 2 cars out front of it, right? No, nigga. You seen pickup trucks outside that motherfucker. You seen Mustangs. It was multiple cars outside of there every night. And when my friend found out the story was this: they was to all work and pay off one property, and then they moving on to the next one. So that's how that was their way of doing things. And you know what? Some of us, right? You don't realize, like, based on where certain people come from, like whether it's African people or whether it's people who come from Mexico, some of these people could be possibly sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the ground. Like, you know what I'm saying? They happy just to be in this motherfucking 1,500, 2,000 square foot home. What? Are you crazy? I don't got to get, I don't have to be in certain conditions that I am. See, what do you think in regards to that? Do you think Black people that we are I feel like Americans are very entitled. I can't say Black people because, yeah, we will get this big ass home, know that our family member is struggling, and just because they've been on some bullshit in the past, but you never know. Maybe they just need to see certain things. Like, I'm telling you, my niece being 13, I think she was maybe 13 at the time, her going, and she speaks about it. This is how I know it's the impact. And this is how I know what her trajectory is going to be, because we constantly had those conversations. Her going to Georgia and seeing our cousin's house, it changed her. It did something inside of her. And I let her know that she worked hard for that. She put the work in for that. She took the necessary steps after high school. I said, when you cross that stage in high school, it's a great thing, but everything after that is on you. Everything. It's your life. It's what you build it to be. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. So anyway, it's just not American, it's Western culture. The more Americanized they become, the less family oriented. So yeah, I felt like that was a real thing. Like everybody, of course, everyone can't live together if there's some sort of, issue if people have, I mean, but listen, does that mean that people give up on their family members or whatever the case may be? I think that's interesting. It definitely was interesting. And I constantly think about him saying that. And he's like, if a person struggles with some sort of mental issue, he said, we're all there for them. We all give them that support. And I noticed it was so weird, right? And you know what he told me he did? He said, yeah, all of my family, we all live together. But guess what he did? He said, our neighbor is moving out. So me and my wife will buy the home next door and we will all still be close to our family. Yep. And then the lady who I told you, who she was like her daughter, who had the shack or whatever at the time, she owned a house that was right across the street from the shack where the mother lived at. But now she lives in a more nicer area, like in the 1960, like in the North Houston. You know what's so crazy? The people who I meet from North Houston, they don't like South and Southwest Houston. I love Southwest Houston. I don't know. It just reminds me of kind of like where I'm from because it's a smaller city, but it is a lot of crime. But depending on where you are, like my friend, she was trying to tell me, she was like, yeah, you're not in the mix of the crime. She was like, all of that, like, the area. She was like, that's all across the bridge. She was like, but you're not on the other side. But yes, but even over there, listen, the hood is the hood. Like you got to learn how to operate and how to move. But I don't do certain shit. I just don't. I'm telling you, if I get certain feelings and certain vibes on shit, I just don't fuck with it. But I did that back at home too. So my family has a family home. We all live there. But as we got better, we all were able to get our own homes, pool the money together. See, that's good. That's good. So listen, I'm going to bring this up first. Let me go to Instagram because I seen Nicki Minaj posted this video. So I guess this was the onset of the beef with Jaguar Wright and Solar with her husband. So give me a second. Oh, it was Baby C's birthday yesterday. Wow, thank you for all the dope birthday gifts. Can't wait to post them. Hope you post them this time. Shit. Why you ain't post our gift, Foxy? Give me a second. Let me go over here and go to Nicki at night. Oh, man. If you don't worry about when, who I saw, what club I went to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. Yo, I used to love that song back in the day. That was a fucking vibe. If you don't worry about when, I've been a who I saw, what club I've been to with my homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. All right.
You can't control yourself with your own family. They don't want to live with you. They don't want to be with you. They scared of you. They call me, not you. They call me to get away from you, bitch. Fuck you. And you put your hands on your woman and you get online and lie about it. You a whole ass goomba head, and we gonna jump on that bitch ass on level 1 because you ain't nothing but a little op. A little op. A level 1 op. You a liar, and you're gonna kill yourself. You will run back and forth between your little blocks because you a crazy motherfucking lying bitch ass nigga who wish she was the nigga.
Wait, does that sound right to you? For some reason, it sounds but I know it's these headphones because I'm installing myself out. Hold on a second. Let me continue it.
That she's been fucking, that she's saying in your face, she don't fuck with you, she doesn't tell everybody who she fucks, because she fucking hates your bitch ass, and can't wait to get away from you, because you trap her, because you think you should, nigga. You a tech team, and you don't even do that shit right, nigga. She hired me to take your job, bitch. That's why you feel how you feel, because you're not a man, you're not a husband, you're not even a good worker. You're a bum that plays Call of Duty all fucking day, smokes 50 cigarettes and weed, and your house is trash. And I walked in your house with you first. Or we were in your house together. I was talking to her son You were in there bitching back and forth with her. Or maybe you black.
Hold on. Because I gotta hear the way my voice sounds through here because that shit sounds staticky. Hold on a second. But see, I don't sound like that. I don't know. How did the video sound? Did it sound too staticky? The sound is off. Lola never followed Nicki. She was following her. Sydney, how you gonna tell me what I saw with my eyes? Unless you screenshotted something at the point that you did it. Let me tell you how my mind works, right? I seen a video of Lola Moreau doing an interview with Nicki Minaj. The way that my mind works, I go to people's pages to see who's following and what the temperature is. I been did that. This is the same reason why I seen Lady London was following Nicki before. And if for some reason, ever since Summer Jam and that whole shit or whatever, I even Googled and put their name in. Yes, she was following Nicki before. You can't tell me. How do you know who? How do you know? I mean, you could say, you could feel the way that you feel, and that's maybe the reason you said what you said, but I know what I seen. She was following Nicki before. She said that she would, I'm telling you, it was this interview, and I even mentioned it even on my channel at the point, but I didn't make a headline out of it. I said, if you mentioned Cardi B in an interview before Nicki Minaj, I definitely know what's up. I know what's up. And the sad thing about it is that these girls is taking any and everything as a cosign right now. A person playing your song is not a fucking cosign. People are so desperate. They so desperate. But guess what? What is the hit that you're going to have to chase after that shit? Because we see what's happening with Glorilla. The same thing that we all said that was going to happen. Like, what? How you a black BLACK? How you a black woman and mention Cardi B name and you know that she don't write that shit? That's funny style. And I have a right to feel that way. This is commentary. This is YouTube. People do commentary. I have the right to give it up the way that I feel. That shit is whack. You know that bitch ain't on. That's why I laughed at somebody on Twitter and they talking about, oh, Lola Brooke reminds me of mixtape Nicki. No, the fuck she don't. They too different. They different. Nicki had better music. Nicki had more songs at that point. Especially these girls is getting attention and they don't even have nothing to chase it with. Impress me. You know what I want to impress, because I don't want the worst for Lola Brooke. Hopefully somebody in her camp, they hear this and they work on dope music. They know what I'm saying is true. It ain't a catalog of dope ass music, because if it was, it would be booming right now. It would be booming. I'm not saying that she's completely whack, but I don't hit like that. My thing is that I'm seeing that happen commonly with female rappers is they're getting the attention and they don't got the work behind them. They don't have the work behind them. You getting the attention and you chasing it with what? Meanwhile, we got Doechii. She came with a beautiful song, and now she's gonna have to go recreate something, some other black girl magic, and hopefully the next thing sticks. Which, if the first thing would have stuck right, because she did have the art to go behind it, then you know it would have helped her out more. I'm telling you, it would have helped her out more. If she would have got that push off of that song, it would have helped her more for her next release, even if it was lukewarm and it wasn't as good as Persuasive. But now she got to try to top Persuasive now. She got to figure out, how am I going to get their attention now? And only real artists can go back and really do that shit and do it. But it's fucked up that they got to even do that. So the sad thing is the industry will not allow these young girls who have real talent to surpass talentless Cardi. What's up, Lola? So at this point, yeah. So none of these girls will ever touch Nicki's discography, her mixtapes, or rap history. It's disappointing. That's what I'm saying, Miranda. Like, yeah, nobody's trying to condemn Lola Brooke, but I have a right to listen. This is a female rap commentary channel. We speak about what we see. What was we supposed to do? Not speak about it? Yeah, I said that shit initially when she did that interview. She was like, I want to work with Cardi. I want to work with Nicki. Really? Yeah, I'm on it that much. Like, so yeah, I'm on it that much. Yeah. For a fact, you can't mention a person who's been in the game for fucking almost 20 years after a person who don't even write lyrics, and you're supposed to be a black girl having that same creative, like that raw shit going through your veins. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to front fake games because she's from Brooklyn and she's from New York. No, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And I believe the only reason why she mentioned Cardi first is because Cardi dangled that carrot because she posted her fucking video. Who cares? She posted that shit after a year later. But if it means something to you, it means something to you. That's why I try to tell y'all, don't, like, let me tell you something. Real talk, I've seen this happen so much. Don't feel bad when these celebrities try to call you groupies, because they just be just as much as groupies. They be just as much groupies as these fucking as celebrities are groupies just like us, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not a groupie though. I'm not. I'm a supporter of female rap. I'm not a groupie. Yeah, I could show my inboxes to any and everybody. You'll never see no shit that I wouldn't say on here, that I wouldn't say to a person. Like, I don't do all of that weird shit. I'm supportive. That's what I am. But I don't do all of that weird inbox and shit that if you see my DMs, you'll be like, oh, you're a fucking groupie behind the scenes. No, you should see these people's DMs. You know what I'm saying? Gives a fuck. Like, these people's out here like, listen, if you want to be honest and be real, she gave Cardi the fucking props for co-signing her. You should have gave that shit to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian gave you the biggest co-sign on her platform, on her damn TikTok. But let's see. See how y'all just derailed me? But I got frustrated because when I started playing this audio, I think it's something to do with my headphones. Hold on a second. Give me a second. See. Hold on. But I still got love for you, though you left me in the cold to face this world alone. I can make it on my own, but I still got love. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna have to visit the store today for sure, because I've held this off for way too long, I guess. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna have to roll with it. We're gonna have to roll with it that way. So shit. All right, let me see something now.
Ow. Maybe you.
Nope, it's fucked up. I'm gonna have to. My headphones is causing it's disrupting the audio for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, fuck. So let me get this off the screen. Damn. Shit. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. So let me just say this, because being that I can't play the videos and I can't remember everything that happened, I don't know. Let me tell you this, right? So for the people who've seen the full out videos of the Jaguar Wright and the fight and everything, yo, I don't know if they had a camera crew there and they was recording some movie or something. Yo, the way Jaguar was breathing in the fucking car, just her whole, I feel like she really feel like it's like a movie, like like the way that she positioned the camera when she ran in the shop and all of that. Yo, I was like, this girl is crazy. Like, for some reason, I know you might think this is crazy, but as long as she ain't trying to hurt me, I honestly think she's interested. Like, I feel like she's very calculated with the shit that she do. She was in the car after, I guess, they got into the altercation. She was like she was really trying to move like that shit was almost like a movie. You can wait. Can you play it? They said it sounded messed up. I think the video in itself, not your headphones. Hold on. But let me play it on my phone. Let me see how it plays on the phone. And I don't know why Instagram keeps suggesting me all these fucking pit bull videos. You click on one video and they think that that's what you want to see all the time. Hold on. Oh, it was staticky on their end. I was about to be like, yo, this is what the fuck is going on. Oh, it was staticky on their end. So, all right, I'll play it because I didn't want to get hit for that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, while we're here right now, please make sure that you check out my business, cookieconfidant.com. That is cookieconfidant.com. You could Google it, check out the website, check out the gourmet cookies that we make and prepare daily. We ship out daily, so we're going to do a push tomorrow. Let me bring it and flash it on the page real quick while I'm here. Check out cookieconfidant.com. This is my business that I started in 2017 in Houston, Texas. So check it out. We have some amazing products, amazing reviews that you can see to back it up that are both on this website and outside of this website. So check it out. cookieconfidant.com. Yeah. Shout out to everybody who supported my business as well. And just look forward to more things coming in the future, you know. It's so hard. Let me tell you this. I understand this fully now, right? when people talk about having multiple streams of income, I honestly get it. No, you know what? I had to flip my mind state last week because I was like, as much as this job annoys me and I know that I just want to just focus and just do my business, it still does bring me an easy dollar. It brings me an easy dollar all the time. And I just take that money and I put it back into my business. So shout out to everybody who's trying to live their dreams and trying to get to the next level in their lifetime and who's really focusing on working on that 20 years ahead of you. I'm telling you, you need to be 20 years ahead. You need to be like, what is my life going to look like then? What do I want it to look like? What do I want it to be like? Where do I want to live at? What type of life do I want to live? Do I want to be stressed about money? Do I want to just have this free? And let me tell you this, right? Don't intertwine this bullshit ass designer and all of this type of, like, not saying that you can't get those things and sparingly, right? But don't base your life off of like, oh, I just want to be rich and I want to have design. No, you're doing it wrong. You don't have to have designer. Like, I would rather live in a nice area, nice, safe, nice home, and just really just do well versus having all of that designer shit. You know what? I'm telling you, this is how I looked at people differently when I moved to Texas, because when I moved down here, I was living in like a subdivision, right? But I noticed something in the profile of all of these black kids that I seen. And I'm not saying that they still ain't have their issues or whatever, but they all lived in these nice ass homes. And they was all at the bus stop and they did not have Jordans on. Them kids was just happy to be in the environments that they was in. I'm telling you, I could read the energy. They was at the bus. Like, we never seen this shit in New York. You ever see a nigga walk into the bus stop with some fucking flip-flops on and some damn shorts or some shit like that? No, like New York, you feel like you gotta do it every day. You feel like you gotta do it every day. Like, you gotta be on it, right? These kids is going to fucking school. They coming out of their home, nigga. Like, they parents is like good. Like, I'm telling you, I seen this is where my mind frame switched up so much when I moved to Texas, because yeah, they do all of that shit down here too. They have all of the stores, everything. This is what I'm telling you, right? In a sense, Texas kind of reminds me of New York in regards to things that it has to offer. I know that certain things in New York, like they have sneaker stores and different like boutique style stores down here too, right? But it's a lot. They have a lot of this. You got to realize this, right? I came from a small city. I didn't come from New York City. So me coming to this city offers everything. So this is why I tell you, where it's like people, they be like, yo, when you start to travel and go around the world, like, yeah, when I go to Vegas, yeah, they have a lot of different stores and the way that it looks and they present it on the strip, but it's the same fucking shit. You travel around this world, you travel around the United States a few times, it starts looking the same. You'd be like, oh, it is a blessing to be able to visit different states and cities, but you don't be really impressed by that shit because you've seen it. It's just a different, oh, they got the Chanel. Oh, what you gonna do? Do cartwheels because you seen Chanel? Nigga, you seen Chanel in Houston. You seen that already. Like, you seen all of these stores. It's not really to me, to a materialistic person, and you gonna go in that shit and you ain't even gonna buy nothing. The fuck is the point? That's just a fixture. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. Want to live the type of life like, yo, I remember when I used to deliver cookies to this guy, right? They lived in this gated community out in Richmond, right? His daughters, they was to be so happy to get those cookies. They lived in this nice ass fucking house, but it was just like, even when I would see them and we would meet up outside of there, it's like they wasn't all dripped in designer. That nigga he told me what type of job he had. He had a good job here in Houston, but it was just like, he want his kids to be good. He want them to get good education. He want them to be safe. And yeah, them kids don't got to want for nothing. When you growing up in a home and shit like that, your mind frame ain't Michael Jordan sneakers every time they release. Like, you trying to get like some cool shit. You're probably exposed to different type of vacations and shit like that. So yeah, don't be the designer. Don't listen, because that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. You gonna have designer and have no experiences. You've been nowhere. I finally got my cookies and stuffed chocolate chip warmed up is on point. Thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate your support. And if someone sees you in New York and you're not doing it, then you fell off. Exactly. Yep. You know what we noticed even when I was younger? We noticed everybody who moved away and came back, they always was doing better. Real talk. It's something about leaving the small little place that you're from. Lola says she has one cookie left. Thank you, Lola. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. You got the double chocolate chip. Did you get the double chocolate Yeah. I think you got the double chocolate chip peanut butter, right? So yeah, check out cookieconfidant.com. That's my website. That's my business. If you want to support me that way. I would prefer you to do that over Cash App because listen, this is my mentality on it. This is my business. Yeah, you could send me $20 on the Cash App and that's love. But why not just get something there so that you get something back too? And in exchange of you getting something back, you supporting me. That's just what it is. So I would appreciate that. Yeah. So let me read the comments. Yes, and it's so good. You said I'm guilty. Buying Chanel bags were like high to me. I can't explain. I'm much better now. That's all right. I mean, shit. A lot of us we can't help it, especially based on what's promoted to us or what's pushed in our eyes. It's like people want this designer, they want these things, and that's one thing I love about this one content creator. I'm not gonna say her name because she do have a lot of real shit too. But she say when she want that fake shit, like when she want her little Bottega slides or whatever, she be getting fake shit. She like certain things she spends money on, but certain things she don't spend money on. She said everybody think that everything that I got, I spend a lot of money on. See, and that's the thing. It's the look of it. She don't. She be getting that shit from cheap. She be getting the knockoff version sometimes, but for certain things, right? You got to realize that. You got to have the. I really seen this being in New York. I've seen people get paid $600 to $700 from a 2-week job and spend all of it on designer and have to live for 2 weeks broke. I ain't never did that. Never. Where everybody was UE during COVID, it felt like NYC was utopia. Now everyone back miserable. Not me though. You crazy. Only thing I go crazy for is Yeezy. I never had a pair of Yeezys. My homeboy, yo, let me tell you something. You know niggas do nigga shit, right? Rest in peace to my homeboy. But this is what he did to me on a Yeezy release. It was a Yeezy release that he didn't even want. He didn't even want them. I said, bro, I remember I hit him up in the morning. I said, yo, can you help me get these Yeezys, right? He was like, all right, cool. Oh, once he got them in the basket and actually got them, I said, oh, so you got my sneaker? He was like, I ain't get your sneakers. You ain't even want. And it turned into this, what you told? Yes, I did want them. And it was like, yo, he was good for doing that too. He was good for doing that. He would own that shit like he didn't even know what you was talking about. He was like, yeah, I did want the sneakers. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Give me a second. Let's see what happened. What happened? I guess I got to log in physically. All right. I'll log into it. I never got the raffle. I get mine from Goat. I would never pay shit for Goat. Unless I listen. Maybe that's because I don't know. Depends on what age you are, Ellie Fizzle. Because I would never pay over the amount if I can't get them. When I went to the store and I tried to get those cherry highs, I already got the cherry lows. That would have been my third time getting cherries. Because I got the original cherries when they came out with the bubblegum bottom. That was back in like the early 2000s. And then I got the cherries when they dropped when I moved to Houston. So that's 2 times. So the high top, that would have been 3 times. So if I couldn't get them at retail at the time when they dropped in December, I wasn't going to Goat. Like, nah, we already got red and white sneakers. So I'd rather get some other type of shit anyway. So, yeah. So let's see. I'm sorry, Lola Brooks is hard. Have you heard her freestyle? Have you heard Cardi or Nicki freestyle? Yeah, I heard her freestyle. I have been following Lola. You are wrong. No, I'm not wrong. I've been following her just like you've been following her. I listen to all of her songs that she has out now. Me personally, you have to realize that people get mad at this. This is one channel. I'm just one person. Me personally, I wasn't really impressed by the music that I heard. I felt like Don't Play With It was hard. I liked the music video, but I'm always on and listen, you know that people, they can be inspired by or hear something or catch some gems. If you are an artist and you hear this, catch this gem. I don't care if you're working on a song right now and you know that shit is fire and you know what's going to pop. It's all about what's going to chase it. What's next? What's next? Do you have a what's next? So I think that sometimes people get these opportunities and they don't have a what's next. Like she released a new song. Like, what was that song? Here I come. Here I go. It kind of reminded me of the Master P. Uh-oh. Here I come. Here I go. Uh-oh. Like, I don't know. Did you like that? Did you feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trolling. I'm just giving my opinion because I've been following her. I'm saying I've been following her too, KLR. KLR, you're not doing anything that me not do. So I've heard all of the songs that you heard, the freestyles. I wasn't even honestly impressed with the Funkmaster Flex freestyle. I thought it was just like, I liked her aura. It's her aura. But as far as like the music, I think it's weird that in order to collab with Cardi, you have to unfollow Nicki. It's weird as fuck. Yeah. And a lot of people, and it's not even a lot of people, it's a few people who's telling me like, oh, she never followed Nicki. I'm telling you, as a fan of Nicki, when I heard her mention her in the interview, and even before then, she was following Nicki. Why was she used to mention Nicki before too? So what I'm saying is, what was it? Did Nicki not want to get on the remix? And this is the thing, right? It's literally the culture of female rappers who are coming up now. Female rappers think that to come up now and to make it through the game, that they have to get a collaboration. They have to. Doechii has collaborated with different female rappers, whatever, but that wasn't her buying. That wasn't her claim. It wasn't. Young Devin, she doing her thing. She bubbling. She just keeps trying to make better music. That's why I give her respect and I give her love, because I hear this different waves and shit that she do. She's just trying to do better music, and she's just trying to better the music and have different worldly sounds and just trying to do different shit. I'm telling you, a lot of people are rappers and they're not artists. I think it's better to be an artist, because when you're an artist, you could be like, okay, what type of mood I'm gonna be in now? Like, what I need to go to now? Like, so Lola, she hit us with the "Don't Play With It," and then she came with the what? Here I go, here I come. With the mystical type flow. Like I'm a one-hit wonder. Ain't no nigga gave Jay his first summer. The media tailgate, cause I ain't give a fuck about that bullshit nail case. Then I heard I fell in love with a pimp, and if I did, fuck it, then it is what it is. Bitch, please, I'm in my Louis Capris, overseas and Belize, ignoring the small shit. Foxy rap better than Leah. I see why Nicki loved Foxy, because her timing was just like, yeah. Ain't no nigga gave Jay his first summer. The media tailgate, cause I ain't give a fuck about that bullshit nail case. Then I heard I fell in love with a pimp, and if I did, fuck it, then it is what it is. Bitch, please, I'm in my Louis Capris, overseas and Belize, ignoring the small shit. So, yeah, man. I know what it is, right? You know what I think it is? I think a lot of female rappers, especially the skilled ones, right? Even though they give props to certain girls who get their certain moment, they could see the flaws within that girl. Like, let's use an example, Ice Spice. And for some reason, she thinks she going 3 for 3 now. She said, why they mad at mom? Why they mad? Like, shorty, ain't nobody mad. You bubbling regionally right now. Like, you're not mad. Nobody's mad. Nobody's mad. Like, Lumi D type vibes, Nina Sky type vibes, right? Lumi D type vibes, Nina Sky type vibes, 2 years, bye. Lumi D type vibes, Nina Sky type vibes, 2 years, bye. Yeah. So Doja is suspect. She using Nicki's name. You think Doja is suspect? I think Doja actually got something going on. I don't know. Ever since Doja came out with Streets, I can't deep and long, and I can't deep and long, and I don't know. She had me sold with that song. I was fucking with like you, like you, like you, like you. I find it hard to find someone like you, like you, like you, like you. Yeah, she killed that shit. And then she delivered on the Planet Her. She had a couple hits on that album. So, I mean, I never really heard another girl do it, though. A lot of these girls be like, you know what I'm saying? We know Doja got the production and stuff from different people. And, of course, I think she got help with some of her singing and melodies, right? But I think she delivered something solid. Yeah, I be looking at Doja with us I do like her, but listen, at least she don't hide it. She was on that Get Into It, yeah, and she shouted Nicki out because she knew that was her whole flow. I'm one to get up and y'all. Come on, she ain't hiding it. At least she ain't hiding it like these other chicks. Come on, Doja, she lived out in California. I mean, she was really bland out there. So of course, Nicki gave her life, and she gave her the recipe to really do this shit and just be free and be crazy musically. And I think Doja has her own style, but I think Nicki is her inspiration, and there's nothing wrong with that. She give it up and she shows it. So is what it is. Either you like it or you don't. Me, I don't really like it like that. I could take some of it in doses, but I don't listen to Doja Cat. It could be months. Like, I'm gonna tell you this, right? So if you could study the behavior of a person, people look up different people at different times. I don't ever type in Doja Cat in Spotify or Apple Music. I don't know. And I love Streets. And I don't think Get It To It Yeah is bad, but I had to really just case study myself like that. I don't ever type her name into my phone. I don't. That's why you barely really see her on this channel. I kind of talk about what I search and what I'm, what I'm doing. And I think that's interesting. Like, hold on. So listen, I hope Doja goes back to the idea of her double rap album. Yeah. Now listen, let me just say this first. I don't really care if anybody says that I'm lying. Listen, you're lying. You can't provide the proof. If you can provide the proof that Lola wasn't following Nicki, then you provide the proof. I'm telling you right now. And a lot of people, you need to just, you don't have to be like me, but I'm telling you, this is my workflow, right? If I see Lola's been mentioning Nicki in interviews, and it wasn't even the last interview that I checked it, but I did check it during that time. She's been mentioned in saying, shouting out, Nicki, whatever, right? I checked her following to see who she was following. She was following Nicki Minaj. How the fuck can you prove that she wasn't? How can you prove? It's easy for you to say that I'm lying because you want to make it seem no, because I understand you want to believe. What's that song? I don't want to know. If you're playing me, keep it on the low. 'Cause my heart can't take it anymore. Hey, and if you're creeping, please don't let it show. What that nigga, what he say? What was his name? I don't wanna know. If you're playing me, keep it on the low. Yes, 'cause my heart can't take it anymore. Them niggas want to switch my mind up and be like, oh, she wasn't following. She was following Nicki in London, and Lady London was following her too. So listen, I believe that fans, especially the ones who care, and we see the shit like that, what type of fan are you? I mean, I feel like at this point, we need to gatekeep our support for certain people, and we do need to watch it because people be moving wacky. Ain't no way that no full-grown Black woman from Brooklyn, New York is giving it up to Cardi B over Nicki Minaj. Ain't no way. And I'm telling you, if you could go to Lola's page, I haven't done it. If she's following, ain't no way. If she's following Megan Thee Stallion, how you following Megan Thee Stallion? Let me see if she's following Megan Thee Stallion. Let me just do a case study because there's no way that you can know about. Do you just not know about Nicki Minaj? Are you from New York City and you just don't know about Nicki Minaj? Maybe she just don't know about Nicki Minaj. I mean, she said her name in interviews, but maybe she don't know Nicki got Instagram. You think? Hold on. Maybe Lola just don't know Nicki got Instagram. It could be that. I don't know. The Shade Room and all of them always post Nicki. Maybe she just don't know she got Instagram. Maybe that's the thing. And a lot of people look at what I'm doing and they think it's starting drama. No, it's just building conversation. Don't we do this all the time? And y'all would have waited 6 months down the line and would have been like, oh, I don't think this is, no. Let's just call it out immediately. She following London Hill, Foxy Brown. She's mentioned Foxy Brown in interviews with Nicki Minaj's name. Okay. Oh, so she does know about Foxy Brown. Let me see. She followed Megan Thee Stallion? No Megan Thee Stallion. London Hill. London Hill was just on a song with Nicki Minaj. Could she be mad that London got a feature? If she didn't and she felt like she's bubbling and maybe she asked Nicki to be on a remix and Nicki didn't want to do it. Interesting. Yep, because if Nicki's like me and she's seen that interview and you mentioned Cardi name first, I'm sorry. Let me tell you this, right? I don't care if you think that I'm being toxic or whatever the case may be, but ain't no way I've been in this bitch for almost 20 years and you mentioned a bitch in front of me, that fraud that ain't even writing, and you really mentioned her name in front of me. We ain't playing those type of we ain't playing musical chairs like that, baby. You said what you said, and I'm gonna make you lay on it. We ain't doing no remix. Have your little time. Burn out, yeah. You see Glorilla had her little moment. Burnout gal. Burnout gal. Let them do them get it. Let them think they got what they got. Let them think they got what they got. And this is just female rap commentary. This is just how I'm giving it up personally. Let them think they got what they got. Let them think. Yeah, London Hill got good songs too. Yeah, you ain't fucking faking the Snake and Nicki. I don't give a fuck. I could see if they both was renounced where they both came out at the same time. Ain't no way no black girl from Brooklyn, New York mentioning, I'm sorry. There's no way that you doing that. Just because somebody dangled a carrot in your eyes and now she posted your song, who cares? That shit is out over a year. I want to know why Billy B ain't been on stage performing this song. People ain't asking the right questions, like why Billy ain't on stage. I want to see her. Stop a bitch at Tim Bowles. And listen, I know that people not going to take the people who support, they might get mad at this, but listen, this is just, if you look at the temperature of my channel, this is the type of shit that I talk about. You can't tell me that I don't have the right to talk about it because I'm a man. Men are also female rap fans. We are the majority of most of the fans in the base. So we have a right to discuss this shit. And just because you didn't corner this or you didn't want to talk about it or you didn't want to, yeah, I do peep it and I have a right to talk about it. I have a right to talk about it. So yeah. Anybody who mentions Cardi in an interview before Nicki is automatically suspect to me. I'm calling it like that. There is no way. There is no way. So then now we're seeing the behaviors follow. I seen Lady London. She was following Nicki before. She was following her. Then when I Googled her name with Cardi name, it was all of these little blurbs I found where it was like Cardi B was giving props to Lady London. So it's like, this is a part of Cardi's formula and they can't even see it. They think just because somebody jacked you in the inbox and they sending you messages back and forth that's supposed to mean like, yeah, that's crazy that you can even fucking blindfold somebody like that. But let them people have their little burnout. Let them have their burnout. It is what it is. When you pick your side, just, stay on it. That's it. Cardi B lowered the bar. Yeah, that's weird. These girls probably look at Nicki as a threat. So let me see. I was running my mouth. Shout out to you, Uchenna. I see you just purchased somebody. If you was on this channel and your name is Uchenna, you just purchased on my website. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Thank you. We're going to get that out to you soon. Thank you so much for that. So yes, please make sure you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. That's my business. If that's the way you want to support me that way. I should play a song. What song do I want to play? Hold on.
Right cheer, right gear, throw it up, no high cheer. Cold like a white beer, Freddy Krueger, I'm a rap bitch, nightmare. And I'm rich, I could buy you. Kill bitches, leave their body in a bayou. More brain than an IQ, more head than a dread. And my bank account ain't hardly empty. That's why I come through in a Barbie Bentley. So please, mamacita, please no envy. When you come around, it reads no entry. Who's next to go? My flow so flexible. Get gas and get at me. Text a cow. Shoot yourself in the leg. Plex a cow. White jag with a twisted lip. I ain't Mike Jack, but this is it. I'm everywhere. You like Balloon Boy, mama, you was never there. I am the Kung Fu Panda. Fuck all of your blogs, fuck all of your propaganda. Good for the goose, then it's good for the gander. Nicki ain't a rapper, Nicki is a brander. Please, you can never compare to me. All these bitches is scared of me. I am who they couldn't even dare to be. So that's all, folks. I go hard, pause. High spinner flow, get more pause. I'm a bad bitch on all fours. The president be like, it's all yours. We the queen and the king.
Yeah. Hold on, let's play this.
I ain't even gonna put no hook on this shit. I'ma just talk my shit. Yo. Everybody. If I hopped on a rocket, I swear my success will be out of here. They follow my blueprint like I am a pioneer. Ain't even putting no hook on this shit, this is something they gotta hear. Where all these bitches be thinking they top shit, when I got the work in that top shit. All of them SIs you got in your watch don't give you a flop friend. I'm bringing the heat to your knockers. So Benny the Flummy, let's do it like Walker. Ain't one of these bitches I really ain't cook on the roster. My quantity sounded like pasta. After you hit it, that nigga be teaching me salsa. You drop what I'm jacking and I'm sending shots like some vodka. Now I got your mother going through some trauma. Jack me as Prezi, ain't talking Obama. 1 month skin like lava. Better talk nice, better talk to me proper. No life physics when I come with the choppers. All of my joints gon' be singing like opera. Telling these bitches to get all they ops up. Just like some pussy, all of they blocks fucked. Picking the shit up like a new lace that really ain't got plugs. My dick in they mouth like it got sucked, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with these?
Get off me, get off me.
Oh my God.
Get off me, get off me.
Get off my dick, bitch, stop frontin', I'm home. Y'all know I'm not coming off this throne. And call me the female pop, whether y'all like it or not. Y'all see this crown here belong to Fox. I can't stop, I won't lose. I'm Brooklyn zone, I'm not Hollywood. Don't get us confused and don't get it twisted. I'm the best that did it. I had y'all bitches throwing on they throwbacks and fitted. Whoa, Fox the Wallace, number 106 in Park. My throwback had bitches calling they stylists. They say I walk, stay talk with malice. My reputation is 7 and my rhymes is callous. But that's the shit I'm on and think I ain't hear this faggot ass rap dude on Doug Banks in the morning. What kind of real nigga go with a broad? See the nerve of this coward nigga, oh my God. And little man, I'm the first bitch to sign a Def Jam. How can I be the best? I'm from the best man. And before this bullshit gets sticky, don't make me have to call the squad with me to get this crackin'. Y'all know Fox first reaction. I look at Lil Eve like a Yorkie rapping now. Toxic jealousy, I said. Got all these rap bitches mad at me, I said. Please, the nerve of this bum bitch Eve. How the fuck you catch a brick with Alicia Keys now? Catch the feed in stores.
Yeah. You know, let's do this. Matter of fact, let's do this before we go in because I thought that was my audio. So we're gonna do the Jaguar Wright video, but I definitely want to play this first. They don't never gotta ask this one question: who's the queen? Little Miss Obsession. Who the one got these under pressure? Cock it back like a 45. A special. I play the front, they gotta linger back. Fox and Trini, where Inga at? It's like me, they are in Japan. Yo, Ninja Nicki with Ninja Man. I don't need 100 bitches, Miss soon come. Dip in YSL, one thug and one gun. These bitches gonna lay down a what? Move on. So let me go back to Instagram. So I guess this is the video of her getting. She yelling government crack. What? What is going on with Jaguar? Do y'all feel like that Jaguar is self-destructing and maybe she, I don't know. View previous posts from altercation. Solar was released on the scene. However, it looks like Jaguar was still in the police car when Solar left with some people who came to pick him up in a different live. So Solar and Jaguar Wright get arrested after the fight with husband.
She came up here and assaulted me while I was at a fucking barbershop. Her and fucking goddamn me, Solar Came to the barbershop where I was sitting there resting in peace after the fucking cops was called on me. Fucking bruised me and fucking assaulted me. Come up here acting the fucking fool. Throwing Giovanni's ashes out the car.
This shit just get nutty. This shit is just nutty.
Bitches are hoes. Come here acting the fucking donkey. Didn't fucking leave. And somebody else called the cops on her. Somebody else called the cops on her. I can't calm her down. I can't calm her down. They came up here and assaulted me.
I can't lie to you. If this is not just an act, that Jaguar definitely looked like she going through something in them eyes. In those jeans, pretty looks. She going through something. And I just feel like she's so out there because she talks so much shit to people that nobody is probably even willing to help her. They just want to see her self-destruct. And hopefully she doesn't and she gets help. But
her and motherfucking me Solar came up here and assaulted me at the motherfucking barbershop.
Damn.
I never called the laws of my wife. She did this to herself. Hanging out with that motherfucker nigga in the back of that motherfucking car. Solar. Fucking motherfucking sex cultists. Talking about I love you, I love you. They fucking drinking and everything. They both fucking drunk as fuck. Fucking doing fucking lives and shit with motherfucking King Payne. Talking about me, I put guns and shit out. I didn't put no gun on her. She didn't tell y'all the truth. She grabbed that motherfucker and said she should shoot me in the motherfucking head. She get the shit over with because I ain't worth shit to her.
She don't understand you like I do.
And you do me like this, right with that motherfucker? Got you involved in this shit? What the fuck, bro?
Mental illness or mental realness. Like, you know, like this shit is just crazy. Man.
You tripping. Now both y'all niggas locked up. You beating yourself up in the goddamn cop car. Now you leaving. What the fuck, babe? Y'all pray for her. Please pray for her. Please pray for her. Please pray for her. Pray for us. Told that nigga Solar bad. Sean Davis, where you right, my nigga? Niggas terrible, bro. I pay for niggas' clothes, food, everything, my nigga. Everything. Everything, y'all. Everything, y'all. I pay for everything, y'all. Yeah, my lips white. Drilling Russian. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck to say.
You know what?
My nigga. I don't know why she did this shit, bro. I came up here to chill. I came up here to get a peace of mind, to get away from that shit from what happened to me last night. I could have died last night. The cops thought I had a gun in my hand. Another cop had to tell everybody it's his fucking phone. Stand down. What the fuck? Pull me, my stepson, out the motherfucking house. Go in the fucking house with fucking guns, nigga. How the fuck these people get our fucking address since it's such anonymous?
Yum, 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 yum.
Come on, man. Right after you get off the phone with King Payne, doing the interview, laughing and joking, eating velvet taco with this nigga who's supposed to be married to Velvet from Carbon Nation, Carbon Island shit. Yeah, this is what Carbon Island get you, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody sending this shit to King World 2020. I'm done. What marriage?
Hey, so I'm gonna get a trespass on. Go up and tell you now.
I got you, trespass on. I got you. She came up here and assaulted me while I was at a fucking barbershop. Her and fucking goddamn me Solar came to the barbershop where I was sitting there resting in peace after the fucking cops was called on me. Fucking bruised me and fucking assaulted me. Come up here acting the fucking fool. Throwing Giovanni's ashes out the car, calling niggas bitches and hoes. Come here acting the fucking donkey. Didn't fucking leave. And somebody else called the cops on her. Somebody else called the cops on her. I can't calm her down. I can't calm her down. They came up here and assaulted me. Her and motherfucking me Solar.
Okay, so it's spinning over at that point. So my bad. Let me see. So we tried to click on that video. Jaguar Wright's husband is upset because let's Let's see if this is static.
You gotta show you. I'm gonna show you what these motherfuckers do, bitch. I'm gonna show you what the army taught me, motherfucker.
Can I ask you something?
I ain't doing this shit.
I'm gonna call you Solar. I'm gonna drop you down for a second so we can hear from Goomba, okay?
I'm gonna just go because I don't think that you should have put him up like that. But so, I don't want.
I told you it was coming.
I know, but I told you I don't want to talk to him at the same time. Also,
I didn't hear that until he was already on the screen.
Oh no, I said
Just
that.
just give me like 2 minutes. Just give me like 2 minutes.
I'll be in the backstage.
Okay.
Yeah, take your bitch ass backstage, little bitch.
What is going on from your point of view? Why are you mad at Solar?
Why is this motherfucker around my wife when that's my job?
Did you ever express to Jaguar that you wanted him to go on?
I did. I told her I'll take that nigga home. You don't have to go anywhere. Her back was fucking hurting. She was in fucking pain. She told me she felt threatened about me. Why do you feel threatened about me, babe? We just got home. We're about to go out and go and celebrate. Why all of a sudden now you invite this nigga to our bedroom and I say no? You have an attitude with me and say you leaving?
Wait. She invited him to your bedroom?
Yes, nigga.
There's a meeting in my bedroom. And girl, please don't be late. How did that song go? Something like that, right? There's a meeting in my... I used to love that song.
I'm not speaking... Hold on, cuz. Am I speaking Chinese, my nigga? Am I capping, cuz? So what the fuck, my nigga? I'm the king of that capping, nigga. I pay the rent, nigga. I pay the cost to be the boss.
Hey.
My. And you guys don't have an open relationship. You guys don't invite people into your bedroom. That's not what y'all do.
Of course not. No, you good, cuz.
So Jaguar was she was being, again, that was not typical of Jaguar to invite somebody into your bedroom.
As to talk, as we're packing to get ready to leave the house. I don't give a fuck if it's just a talk or none of that shit. Only folks that's allowed in my motherfucking room is my motherfucking family. My son, my mother, anybody who's related to me can cross that fucking threshold. Anybody else that I just barely know for fucking 2 fucking weeks.
Oh, you nigga. Are you? Hold on, let me turn this fucking music off. Hold on.
Do y'all think this shit is planned? Because I don't understand this shit. Like, why would she have another random nigga in their bedroom? Like, that's odd to me.
Can you hear me? Go ahead. Yes, I can hear you. You can hear me? Yes, I can hear you. So you and Jack got into it about him going to Louisiana, and at the end of the day, he ended up going anyway. Correct? 1 second, King. When you guys were in Louisiana, you guys had a great time. We did. Everything changed at the Chinese place. I'm telling you. After we left the Chinese place, it snapped. It like took over her. Whatever it was. So something took over Jaguar at the Chinese food place, and you guys were. Let me drop out and come back in. Okay. Solar, are you there? My. I don't know where Solar at.
I'm gonna show you what.
All right, so that was the beginning of the video. I wanted to go to YouTube because I got. Let's see, Jaguar Wright, ex-cult member Solar getting into fight with her husband. Oh, okay.
Fuck you want? You know how the weed goes.
No, we can't do that.
Don't worry, it's for our protection.
What you doing?
It's good to me. I'm just
gonna go back.
I'm just protecting Joe.
I don't give a fuck. Go back get the cup, bro.
That's fine.
Hey, nigga. I'm down talking. Go back get the cup, bro. Yeah, bro. Ain't none of that. Hey, whatever they got going between them, you go back get the cup.
This is her business. This ain't my phone.
It's her phone.
That's her phone?
Don't even matter. Yeah, it's not in my phone.
Hey, go on, get in the car. I ain't gonna let that happen to her.
Oh, I believe you. Thank you. Thank you. Please protect it. Thank you. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah, you good. Hey, so.
You want to thank my fucking...
Hey.
You want...
Hey, go back in the car.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on.
Get out there! Get the fuck out there! Get him up! You motherfucker!
I like they ain't really showing that much action either, because, you know, they would love to take this down. So I even still might get hit for this. So please make sure that you support the channel. You already know. Please check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. I don't know what they're going to do with this video, so check it out. Yeah. I know somebody like say for instance somebody like Jaguar, right? She's a big they're a big talker. Like Jaguar, I know that she's one of those women who I know, like, you know, to get big talker, like, you a dead man, like she a big talker like that. Like, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. You know people who like that, they talk big shit.
I love you, bro. I love you, Bill. I love you, bro. I'll never let you go. You fucking done. You a fucking dead man. Get the fuck. Bobby, you better get him the fuck up, my nephew.
Y'all came up here.
You better get him the fuck up, my nephew.
Y'all break it up. Y'all came up here.
He said come up here. Fuck that shit. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. This what this fucking pussy done to my nephew. This what this fucking pussy's doing my fucking nephew. Fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's like she's enraged. Like, I don't know. I feel like she in her act. It's almost like this is her cozy place to just like this craziness.
You on camera, hoe. You want to be fucking. You want to be fucking. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
Hmm?
That's my They all fucking dead. All y'all fucking niggas is dead. You fucking dead. You put your motherfucking hands on me, you dead. Fuck that. You fucking fake ass fucking gangsters. I'm blowing this shit up. On my fucking word. All y'all fucking niggas is dead. You fucking bum bitches. Sola!
Yo.
Sola!
Yo, she in her act. Fuck, is she recording herself too? She know what she doing. Sola! She know what she doing.
Sola! Come!
She in her act. I'm telling you, if they was recording for a movie or something, this would have been perfect because her emotion and everything is there. I feel like she's gifted and she's in the wrong genre. She need to be in like, she has, Jaguar is talented whether you want to believe it or not, but I feel like she's just out there now. You ever felt like when you spaz that you was all the way out there and now you just might as well just go hard. Like you might as well just go in.
You're dead! All of you bitches is fucking dead! I'm blowing this fucking place up on my dead son!
What?
You motherfuckers! You fucking country bitches! I promise you! I promise all of you!
She talk big shit. Hmm.
You can't even drive.
I can drive.
No, don't drive.
I'm driving.
Can you drive into the car and we just park and talk? Please.
On my dead son. On my dead son.
Please, I know you want to drive.
Dead son. On my dead son. On my dead son. On my son. On my son.
We're gonna
They're all dead.
No,
they're all dead. They're all dead. They're all.
She in her act. Shorty is in her act. If you don't think she putting on for the motherfucking publications and all of that, you gotta be crazy. She rubbing her face with some sort of substance, saying they're all dead. Like she putting on.
They're all dead. They're all dead.
This is funny to her.
Life and love.
What?
No bad juju.
What?
No bad voodoo. You love them.
Yo, you see what she... Jaguar in her act, she needs to make money off of this shit, because the sad thing about it is that, were they recording for some sort of movie or some shit like this? Did she really get arrested? Because this can't be real with the way that she doing all of this. And see, I need to be able to bring this up and bring it backward.
You love them.
Fuck you all.
Stop.
You're dead.
You love them.
You're dead.
They've had your back for a long time.
No, they haven't. They never had my back.
They don't know what's going on.
They never had my back.
You told me how much you want to protect you.
They never had my back. Nobody up there.
Listen to me.
I got my back. Get in the fucking car. Fuck you what? You know how the weed goes. Fuck you.
Hold on a second. I want to go to YouTube. Let me go to YouTube. Let's go to YouTube real quick. Please make sure that you thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Exorcism. Let's see. It's real, but she sees in the moment, right? She's definitely sees in the moment. She was in her act. They're all dead. Jaguar know how to rock some shit now. You know what I'm saying? She know how to rock some shit. Let me go. Where's my history? Like, where do they show you your history? Oh. Shit. All right, history. Let's see. Jaguar Wright. This is Storm and Rose video. Let's see. What did he post? Okay, we seen that already. All right, it was another video. Give me a second. Jaguar Wright. Solar. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on, because we seen that already. Shit. I don't know. I'm not even. You know what? I'm done with this shit. Let me just tell you why. This is why I don't be tapping into certain shit with YouTube. I'm done with that goofy shit. I ain't fucking with that no more. Let's stop it. It's just like a rabbit hole, and it's like the more you go down it, the goofier it fucking gets. I'm off that shit. I'm off of it. That's why it be so hard for me. It's like I love female rap, and people ask me like, talk about some other things, and I will do it. But it's just like certain things, just it caps. That shit cap. It caps. That's what we done with that. I have no sympathy and empathy for Euler. She lies too much. Yeah, she did. Oh, yeah, she did that with the ashes. So hopefully she was in her act, and that wasn't really the ashes. You said I don't pity her. She might have been in the right state of mind when doing this, right? And Jaguar could have possibly hit a place where she's just like, fuck it. It is what it is. She felt like she's went so far out there, and she said certain things about people where, I don't know. Do you think Jaguar Wright has a career that's redeemable? Any proof she was following? Yeah. Listen, the only proof, let me say this in this video, just being that it's in the title, right? Because I've seen that it was a tweet that said that it was a rumor that Lakeyah and Cardi B sent verses back to Lola Brooke for the remix to her song, right? So somebody had asked me, female rap game, it was like, do you have any proof that Lola was following her? I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. Of course, I didn't take a screenshot of it, but anybody who's saying that she wasn't following her, what proof do you have? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, I know what I've seen because I know what happens when you hear a person mention a person's name in an interview as far as influence or whatever. To me personally, I go to see like, what's the temperature? Is she following Nicki? She was following Nicki before. She was. So you could say that what it is, like, any person who's saying that she wasn't, I've seen it before with my own eyes. She shouted Nicki out before, and I was like, oh, she is following Nicki. So who knows? Maybe she didn't get anything behind the scenes and they didn't get a remix or something. But I just feel like for a female rapper, I'm not saying she's doing that. This is all speculation, conversation. But I'm saying I feel like when female rappers do that and they don't get something, you should be building your career off of your own hit. Nicki ain't have no female rapper to give her no hit when she came through. She ain't have nobody that gave her, like, you gotta realize Nicki did a song with Trina. Trina was a rapper who was on already, but Trina wasn't at that point. Trina wasn't bigger than mixtape Nicki. Shit, she honestly, Nicki did Trina a favor for getting on her album. Be honest with you, at that point, and seeing that people might look at that as arrogant, but Nicki Minaj come up was very different from every female rapper who's out now. She was a lot more popular than a lot of the girls who were at their point right now, and that was before surgery or anything. She was a lot more popular. So y'all need to focus on getting that organically, like, and everything else will follow once the masses get it. But you got to be something on your own. Like, you can't just be. Nicki built that shit brick by brick. She had people onto the Nicki Minaj. Like, everybody wanted to know what was this bitch about. And not only was her name, it was just like her name drew the conversation with the Minaj, but it was just that her raps was just crazy. It wasn't just that she was this sex named bitch who just couldn't rap. So that's been her, that's also helped with her longevity. Let's see. So subsidies first, poor glow. Why you say poor glow? I don't need 100 bitches who miss on gum, dripped in YSL, one thug get one gun. These chickens gonna lay down the way, don't. Trinidad, Port of Spain to Spain town. Me say, when me reach the fun done, them can't get no more blood clot attention. To take a girl, man, some girl if you get one. Pretty face, Chinese face in one bun. Pretty face, Chinese bang in one bun. Witness exclusive. Oh, what's this? Oh, down the rabbit hole. Okay. This is the one I wanted to bring up because I was just like, I couldn't find the video at first. So this is from someone who was there on set or whatever, right? Let me bring up this video. I just didn't want to play no more videos of this from like the actual people on. I didn't want to hear Jaguar Wright speaking. I didn't want to hear her husband. It's just like once I start hearing a lot of like craziness, I get turned off. So let me just hear this. This is somebody who was actually there. A witness calls in from Solar. Solar from Carbon Nation is a lie. So let's see what this is about. So shout out to Down in the Rabbit Hole. This is a YouTube channel. So they posted this about 9 hours ago. So let's see what this is about.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
I'm well, and you?
Good. So you were at the site when this went down?
I was, and I've been trying to like get on other content creators platforms, but it gets so like bogged down and try to tell people like, hey, I was there. I saw what happened.
Can you give us an insight? And thank you so much for hitting the link. But let us know.
Oh no problem. Yeah. So, well, I want to say first of all, this has when she started seeing that guy, I call him light skin, but his name is Solar. She started hanging around him a couple of weeks ago. And if anyone doesn't know, the reason you all always see Jag in a car is because she is homeless. Now her husband has a house, but she's not always allowed to be there. And since she's been with this Solar individual, and so since she's been with this Solar individual, she spends a lot of her time with him. Now the whole thing, from what I heard, because like I said, I was at Jack in the Box, and I saw when they pulled up, and I just, I was, just in the parking lot, and my drive-through lady was like, "What's all that yelling?" And I happened to look over, and I was like, "Okay, what is all that yelling?" And lo and behold, it's her. And I'm like, okay. So I parked, and I'm watching. Other people, I mean, there's plenty of people out there with their phones. Other people got their phones. She's threatening to blow up the place. She's telling them how she's gonna come back and kill people. She was trying to.
When she's doing this, you hear everything from the Jack in the Box.
It wasn't that far away, and then I parked like right in the middle of between the barbershop and the Jack in the Box. The security that was driving around through the parking lot told people that were trying to creep up to stay away, because he didn't know how explosive things were getting. So when she started yelling and jumping out, and when the fight ensued, and the fight spilled out outside, it was actually security that called the police. The security that was going around the parking lot, he called the police. And so other people I don't think anybody else was going to call really, because they were too busy enjoying the drama, but he called the police. And then when she started making death threats, saying she was going to blow up the place, and she was going to take everybody out, people started checking to see if she was on live and things like that. And they're like, oh, she's on live. She's in the car. She's saying she's, about to kill somebody. So the guy called the police back, and he's like, listen, this woman is on the internet. I think she's some kind of celebrity or something. She's saying she's about to kill people. So where we were, like I said, the border of Dallas and DeSoto. So both police departments had to show up. So when
she out in the border of Dallas and DeSoto on her yo-yo going crow and crazy. Damn, yo, she out here. She out in Texas going wild. Like, yo, this is how you could tell people with them northern personalities. I don't know what it is about us, right? But I ain't saying that I don't hold myself small when I'm in Texas, but I move accordingly, because this is a whole different culture down here. Even though you think you might be on some whole other shit. So Jaguar, what she's trying to do is she's trying to bring that Philly, Northern New York energy down. Like, yeah, dad. She's trying to go. She thinks she out there spazzing on these niggas. Like, yeah, dad. Yo, she was really trying to do it big, but these niggas will lay you down out here. Like, stop playing these reindeer games. Christmas been gone and New Year's gone.
They got there, her and the other guy were trying to leave. Now, see, what people don't know, he threw Jag under the bus. What I mean by threw her under the bus is they had him in the back of the squad car, the DeSoto police, because her husband was like, yeah. So because her husband was like, no, they both attacked me. And the police was asking everybody, what did you see? I mean, they asked me, like, did you see anything? And I said, well, I heard most of it, but I didn't see the fight. I saw when they spilled out onto the ground, and because he had the guy in the headlock. her husband had the other guy in a headlock, and she was yelling at him like, "Let my nephew go, let my nephew go." And I'm like, that's not her nephew.
What?
But anyway, so once the police got there, they started questioning people. She's yelling on the ground. She took off.
You know what I hate in a person? I never did this, and I always hate. I hate that's on my cousin ass. That's on my family ass. That's my nephew ass. I hate people who do that. I don't know if you do that, but I don't like it. That shit stresses me out. I don't know why people do that. I never claimed somebody being my cousin if they wasn't. Real talk. Like, I don't play that shit.
The reason she didn't have on any shoes was because she took off her shoes. She threw them at the cops, for one. That's why they had her pinned face down on the ground, because she threw her shoes at them. She was spitting on them. She was cursing at them. She was saying that the government is spying on her, and that her husband was a part of it. But the guy that she's with, the Southern.
Let me just introduce this thought to y'all. Let me ask you a question. First and foremost, I thought that this was like when Jaguar was recording for social media. I thought that maybe she was doing it because she wanted the attention of it. Maybe she didn't think that the police would get involved and she would get out of there. And it would just be like this whole scene like, yeah, dad. Like this bitch went down there and set it off on these niggas in Texas. Like, yeah, dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this bitch doing it big. She from Philly. Like, she out there at them Texas niggas saying, you dad. And, I'm blowing this shit up. Like, she probably would have went back and thought that she could have got away with it. Did an interview on somebody's platform. Like, yeah, you seen how I set it the fuck off down in Texas. I don't play no fucking games, but it didn't work that way. I thought that this was fake, and I thought that maybe she was recording and somebody was trying to like use this for some footage because she was really in her act. She was in her act when she was in that car. Then she wiped that substance off of her face and she was like, "You're dead." So Jaguar was really in her act, and I like when people in the act. She need to be on Tubi TV. She need to be on that motherfucker because she wasting her skill, and then unfortunately they really involved. Now this is the flip side to it. Do you feel like things have dried up so much for Jaguar Wright financially based on the things she said about people, and now she just wants that 3 hots in a cot and she just want to just be taken away? Some people really get tired of being out here existing in society, and they just want to be institutionalized, and they just want to be away. They just want to be away from people. Some people I feel like, even her husband, I'm telling you, I feel this thing within certain people. Certain people have expiration dates when it comes to other people, and certain people go on to live long lives and be together. But certain people, I knew that shit was going to run out with her and her husband, and maybe he'll still be there for her because he seems like someone who's firm, and he's probably still going to try to hold her down. And maybe she's just off her meds. Maybe she needs meds. You never know what a person is dealing with. But damn, I think Jaguar Wright, what I personally feel is that she's so far out there now that she just has to keep spazzing. She can't come back to the shore. She's she in the waters. You know what I'm saying? She's wade in the waters. Yeah.
The guy, Solar, he's in the back of the squad car like, well, I just brought her up here because she wanted to talk to her husband. That's my aunt. I mean, he's talking very polite and, very, very just like he didn't just go in there and start a bunch of crap too. They were both heavily.
Yes, Miss Lynn. Let me tell you what he did on Official Kingpin. I was watching it. Big Skip, he put it on the comment. He said, yeah, Solar went live with Kingpin. He went live with Kingpin, and he told everybody at the Official Kingpin was just in the chat. He told everybody that Goomba Head Gerald was stealing money. That this was why they. Go ahead.
No, that I'm not sure if that's what happened but see, I got blocked out of that chat because if you go back to his live, you'll see me in there making comments. And I was like, I was there. You're lying to these people. Like my picture and everything is up there. And I'm telling them, I'm like, you're lying to these people. You are lying. And people are like, Lynn, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I was there. I'm like, he is lying. He is lying about everything. I was there. And as soon as when I came back to put another comment, I noticed I couldn't comment anymore. And I'm like, oh, he comment blocked me. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, I'll find some kind of way to tell it because I'm like, I was there. He didn't tell the police. He didn't tell the police that he was stealing, that Gerald was stealing. He told the police that the man pulled a gun on him and her, which she didn't. Which she didn't. She pulled a gun. like I said, she put it. See, somebody said they saw me. Yeah, I was there. I was in that chat and I was telling them like, no, I was on that live and I was telling them, yeah, I was.
All right. I just wanted to say, so this is, just to say it again, this channel is called, hold on, let me see. I just want to make sure I say it. So where's the channel? You know how they be blocking shit? Why is it like that? Let me put my browser over. Let's see what this is. Because I just want, Down in the Rabbit Hole News. They got 20,000 subscribers. So go subscribe and support their channel. That's where I got this video from. Down the Rabbit Hole News. So let's continue. So this is someone who, you know, an account of someone who was there.
I was there. Why don't you tell them the truth? You're lying. I was there. And I guess he saw that and he's like, uh-oh. And that's why he comment blocked me. So I couldn't say anything. But he told the cops that, you know, no, I came up here to protect my aunt because, you know, this guy has been beating on her and he's been hurting her. And, you know, I just, and they were like, well, who attacked who first? Now, there's cameras in the barbershop. There's cameras outside of the barbershop. Plus, you're getting statements from everybody saying, no, she went into the shop. She attacked him first. She's like, well, he's like, well, this extended all from, you know, 1, 2 o'clock. Because see, this all started at like 1, 2 o'clock this morning. And it's just now culminated. Yeah, it's just now culminating in what's happening right now. What took place in the past few hours. So, you know, we had to, while she's getting, you know, while he's on, Gerald told the cops, he's like, is it okay if I record? And they're like, you know, you can do what you want to do. He was like, no, because I need proof. And they're like, look, you can do what you want to do. We don't care. That's when he went on live. And actually, when he turns his camera, well, y'all don't know, you don't know what my car looks like, but I'm like leaning on my car right where the ambulance, my car is like right behind the ambulance. I'm like right there. Well,
is it in the video with the Philadelphia? Is it up there? Because hold up, I'm on that video right now.
She said, do the right thing. See, you saw me. She said, I was telling her, I was like, you're lying. I kept saying, I said, I was there. And he comment blocked me because I'm like, you are lying. I was right there in the parking lot. What happened? Tell these people what really happened. And I know King Fang can see me because every time I would type you're lying, or I would type I was there, his face would change. Like he would see my comment like, wait, somebody was there. So once she got on it took them a while to get her on the stretcher and to pull off because she was very erratic. Like I said, she was cursing and she was talking about conspiracies and she was saying that, you know, her husband was abusive and all this other stuff. So, you know, they questioned everybody again about, you know, what happened. I do have like a detective in case I have to come back and talk to the police. You know, I do have a detective's number. They have my number.
You're a witness, right?
Yeah, I'm a witness. Yeah, I'm a witness, and I kind of felt bad because I'm like, dang it, that means when they call me, I'm gonna have to go.
Yes,
but
you do.
It was, yeah, I was like, dang it, when they call me, now I gotta go because the detective was like, you know, here's my card, let me get. So they got my information. He's like, you know, if we need you to come down to the station or we need you to come somewhere and make the, you know, statement, are you okay doing that? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And they're like, well, what do you? So they asked me like, well, what do you know about? Do you know anything about this couple? And I was like, listen, this lady. She was in the music industry. She has a YouTube channel. She has another network. I'm like, you know, things pop up about her around Dallas all the time, which they do. I wouldn't.
Everybody knows her there, right? Because that's what I was told. Is that everybody knows. Go ahead.
Almost everybody, yes. And see, the neighborhood. See, I live on the outskirts. Well, I live on the outskirts of Dallas, like Plano. But I work in Oak Cliff, where she always is. I have family that's in Pleasant Grove. I have family that's in South Dallas. That's where she frequents. So she's like when she was saying that, you know, her husband's a veteran, all this stuff. I work for the VA hospital, so our VA hospital would take care of him perfectly. If she, you know, because she's like, oh, he's a veteran and, you know, he does this and he does that. And I'm like, dude, why are you getting on here lying to people? Like he did something, you know, like this man is doing something terrible. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not condone a man putting his hands on a woman. I do not condone that at all.
Right.
Even if she, I want to say that. I want to be clear when I say that. I want to be very clear when I say that. Even if she provoked him, he is supposed to walk away, call the cops like somebody did today, and say, "Look, she's crazy. She's been hitting on me." Whatever.
She did the pull up though. She was the one that pulled up to the barbershop.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you see it in the camera. So I don't know how.
She can't. Solar and her. They were but see what you don't see is before she got out the car, they sat in the car for a minute. People think they were in the car doing coke, doing lines, if I can say that, doing lines. I know you can smell alcohol in both. The presence of alcohol was prevalent in that parking lot, and I was a ways away from the both of them. But you can smell out like coming out of that car. You can smell alcohol like reeking from that car. So they were in there drunk as ever. But so that's what I mean. I had to stay back like an hour just to talk to 6 different police officers, 2 different detectives. Like I had to tell them like the story like 10 times, and I'm like, oh goodness. And they're like, we'll follow up, and thank you for being safe and staying away. Now the ash thing really bothered me, because when I saw her doing it, I was like, wait a minute, are those ashes? I know they were, because I lost my son when he was 3 months old back in 2018. And I have my son's ashes, and I keep my son's ashes with me. And I know people were in chat saying something. Yes, here in Texas, if you throw ashes on somebody, that's basically desecrating human remains. You can be charged. Somebody can charge. You can be charged with assault for that. Here in Texas. Yeah, here in Texas, you can be charged for assault with that, because it's called desecration of human remains. That was something that I was told, like I said, back in 2018 when I got my son's ashes. When they gave me my son's ashes in his little urn, and I said, well, I'm gonna get them open because I'm gonna get his name tattooed, and I want his ashes in the ink when I get his name tattooed on my skin. And they're like, well, just make sure you don't throw them anybody or spill them, because they'll charge you with assault, because that's desecration of a body. I was like, of human remains. I'm like, oh okay. So if somebody, if they see that, that's a charge. But I think more so right now, they probably either took her to this hospital called Parkland, which has a huge mental health floor. They probably took her to this place called Green Oaks here in Dallas, or they took her to, there's another facility in DeSoto, maybe like 10 minutes away from where we were. And it's a mental health facility. I know they had to have taken her to one of the 3 to get her treatment, but she fought them. Like, she fought them hard. And they were telling her, like, look, we gonna knock you out if you don't calm down. They was gonna give her something to sedate her to calm down, and she was steady yelling. They like, look, you need to calm down. And she's like, okay, all right, I'm fine. But she was like growling and breathing heavy. It was the weirdest, most demonic thing. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, what did I just witness? Right. I was like, what did I just see? So I'm driving back, and then like 20 minutes later, I see this live go up, and I was like, he's lying. I started listening, and I'm like, but he's lying. And that's when I jumped in, and I'm like, dude, you're lying. I was there. I literally just pulled out the parking lot. I was there. So I've been trying to like tell people that I was actually there, because they're like, well, they said in Dallas. I'm like, no, I said the barbershop he was at is on the border of DeSoto and Dallas. I'm like,
the ambulance has the name of the place. It's DeSoto. I'm looking at the video.
DeSoto, Texas. Yeah.
It says DeSoto Fire Rescue. The DeSoto ambulance. It's right there, guys.
Yeah. DeSoto is a small little town right outside of Dallas. Yeah, it's like you have Dallas, like where I am in Plano. You have Dallas, and then you have like Plano, Carrollton, DeSoto, Richardson, McKinney. You have all these little towns that have their own little first response people. But Dallas will show up as well, because it's the main city. In case they have to transfer somebody from one of these little towns into Dallas, that they have to have a Dallas cop there to make sure that process goes smooth. So it's Yeah, but it was it looks intense on there. It was highly intense in person. It was very.
I mean, look, I mean, and it sounds like you were a witness to some of that. So you probably gonna have to give out some, statement or testimony. I don't know how far they're gonna take it though, as far as that goes. But Jesus Christ,
I don't know either. And I just like before I pulled off, I said a prayer because I'm like, obviously something is wrong with her. Something's wrong with him. Something's wrong with that entire situation.
Absolutely.
And for it to escalate to that point, where it became so violent. I mean, what if he had pulled out a gun, or what if she did have a gun? This story could be something totally different.
Absolutely.
And the cop was like, he was glad I stayed back because he's like, most people when they hear a confrontation, they advance. I'm like, no, I'll stay back just in case something crazy happens. And, I'm like, but I was still able to see it. I said, in the event, I mean, what if she had gotten in the car and like drove into the barbershop? Anything, I mean, at that point in time, she was so manic that you can tell she wasn't thinking. Her eyes were bugging out her head. Like she was foaming, it was like slob coming out of her mouth. She was like foaming at the mouth. She was breathing, it was this intense, heavy breathing. Why do
you think, Miss Lynn, let me ask you a question. Why do you think this, we just saw this right now. So she makes the camera, right? She turns the camera around so that it's still, this is still live, right? And she's rubbing these ashes. So I'm trying to figure out, like, to what extent would you say this is intentional? Like some of the people in the chat were saying this is like a reality TV show at this point. Like what do you make of it?
I wasn't trying to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Jag likes to come on for attention, like a lot of attention. That's kind of what, she does here on YouTube. She comes on here and, she says outlandish and wild things. And, I believe there's some truth to some stuff she says, but, she has this toxicity that she carries with it. And that's what people are seeing, this toxicity. Just like here in Dallas, if people are in the chat in Dallas, they probably could attest to when I say this. The guy Solar that she's been around, that's her lover. I don't know why she calls him her nephew, and that's why the whole argument that's why the whole argument started, because her husband found out that those two had an encounter. And that's how this whole thing started. And the reason I know that is because that's what the cop told me. That's not something that I know. That's not something that I know personally. That's the story that the cop relayed to me. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that, but thank you for telling me that. I'm like, thanks, Detective Mitchell. I appreciate that. But I didn't know that, but okay.
God
he's
damn,
like,
Detective Mitchell just told us the tea.
Right. And it was, I don't think I think he was just trying to get, he was trying to see how much I knew, because I was telling him about the time I met her in Clyde Warren Park, which I did. I met her and her husband with the dog in Clyde Warren Park, and she was very standoffish. She was very rude. She, Jag will yell at people. She'll roll her window down and she'll yell at people. She'll say, do you know who I am? Things like that. I mean, her name around this city is not, it's not the nicest. She and then like I said, she comes on here and she's, oh, and and it's like, I'm like, that is a whole fake persona. I'm like, y'all have I'm like, y'all don't live here, so y'all don't know. Since she hits YouTube almost every day, more and more people here in Dallas are like, what is she doing? She's making Dallas look bad. I'm like, no, she's making herself look bad. Not us. She's making herself look bad. And now she is in cahoots with, now she's in cahoots with this young guy who, like I said, who threw her under the bus. And I'm like, I wonder if he's going to tell her that, he talked with the police that he was coming, that the only reason he came with her was to stop her from, going in and attacking him. I'm like, but you were in the car with her, drove up here with her, but you were trying to stop her from attacking. That doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
like I
That
said, she got
imaginary
locked up.
nephew.
Exactly. So she got locked up, but he didn't. So what does that tell you? Like I said, she's locked up, but he's not. So what does that tell you? And then her husband was on another content creator's channel about an hour ago. He was so upset. He was crying, and he's begging for money. And I'm like, why is he begging for money to get this woman out? I'm like, I don't understand. Why is he asking for bail to get her out when she hurts him? I mean, they hurt each other, but I'm like, this is his chance to get away. This is his chance to go, okay, I can split off from you now. They can keep you locked up. Since I'm your spouse, I can tell them to keep you locked up for longer than the 72 hours. I can say, hey, keep her in here for 30 days while I get some things together. But he's like, I need money to help get her out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's kind of, yeah.
It's codependency.
Yeah. And see, I've been through, my ex-husband I've been through an abusive marriage, so I know that codependency. I know that, you get used to something like that until one day it just dawns on you, like, this isn't right. Like this isn't, it took for me to lose my son, by his hand. My ex-husband suffocated my son. That's how I lost my 3-month-old.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So that was my, like, that was God telling me, like, I've been trying.
Hold on. She said her ex-husband suffocated her 3-year-old. Hold on.
Chance to go, okay, I can split off from you now. They can keep you locked up. Since I'm your spouse, I can tell them to keep you locked up for longer than the 72 hours. I can say, hey, keep her in here for 30 days while I get some things together. But he's like, I need money to help get her out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's kind of, yeah.
It's codependency.
Yeah. And see, I've been through, my ex-husband I've been through an abusive marriage, so I know that codependency. I know that, you get used to something like that until one day it just dawns on you, like, this isn't right. Like this isn't, it took for me to lose my son, by his hand. My ex-husband suffocated my son. That's how I lost my 3-month-old.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So that was my, like, that was God telling me, like, I've been trying to tell you to go for the longest and you haven't listened. And now this is, not saying God took my son away, but, that was, a result of, me finally seeing that my ex-husband was no good for me, that he was no good for for our family, for our kids. And I would hate, for her to end up in a situation like that, or even her son. I mean, because even her son, her son came on and was like, when she supposedly called the cops this morning, her son was like, that didn't even happen. Like that, like, what are you talking about? None of that even happened.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the detective's name that she mentioned, Boatman, he actually retired like 5 years ago. And the reason I know he retired 5 years ago, because I went and Googled it just because I wanted to see if maybe he retired like a month ago, maybe a few months ago, and she didn't know. No, he retired like 5 years ago. And I'm like, so you just name dropping because you're trying to, it was a lot of like these questions, like, okay, if your husband put a gun out on you, why are you not calling 911? Why are you calling a police station instead of calling the cops, or at the police station saying, this man just put a gun on me? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
It so much. And when it happened earlier, I kept saying, I was like, I said, I was supposed to go, I was supposed to go visit a friend today. I said, I think I'm gonna stick around on YouTube today and see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I just happened to stop at that Jack in the Box. And I did not know when I stopped 10 minutes later, that's what I was gonna see. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, talk about the wrong place at the wrong time. Well, Wrong place, right time. But you know,
that
so
situation. Well, thank you so much, Miss Lynn, for sharing that experience. I mean, I hope other creators get to hear you, but this is just, I don't know. This is a
yeah,
crazy situation, you know.
it,
But thank you
it
for
is.
sharing.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate you letting me come up, and I'm a first time subscriber, but I really appreciate. I've listened to you a couple of times, but I really appreciate it. Thank you for letting me just even
Thank
talk.
you,
Thank you
Miss
so
Lynn.
much.
Have a
All
good
right, thank
one.
you. You too.
All right. Bye.
All righty. Bye.
All right, so that was so that's that. So that was the audio of the eyewitness who was. Hold on a second. So that was the audio of the eyewitness who was at the barbershop when Jaguar Wright appeared with Solar and the whole, you know, fight with her husband. So that's just really scary to me. Again, her flipping on her husband, you know, in front of all of those people, and then saying that that guy was her nephew. They were saying that that wasn't her nephew. So I don't know. Did anyone else ever see Solar with Jaguar Wright before? I've never seen that. Also, let me see if I could bring this up on Twitter because I want to just point this out, right? Because there was this girl who the female rap game, right? Now, I'm not trying to be trouble. I'm not being a troublemaker or problematic or anything like that. Fuck. I'm not logged into that page. Shit. Damn. Female rap game. Hold on. Female. Give me a second. Female rap game. Yeah, because it was this girl who was saying the same thing that I said. Give me a second. She said this on December 12th. Let's bring this up. People trying to say, this is why I love it's like, I'm not the only person with a working mind. Other people be saying the same stuff. So it was this interview, right? Where it says Lola Brooke names Nicki Minaj out of 5 female rappers who she looks forward to working with. And this might have even been an interview where she said Cardi B's name first and I side-eyed it, right? And so this person said right here, that girl was following Nicki, and not until Paola B says she wants to remix her song, she unfollowed Nicki. So don't try to say that I'm the only individual with a working mind who have seen this through thine eyes. People have seen it through thine eyes. So stop trying to play these games. Like, I don't like when people try to do that and try to make it seem like I'm trying to start trouble. I'm not starting trouble. I'm not saying that Nicki Minaj and Lola Brooke have beef. What I'm telling you is that she unfollowed Nicki Minaj. Nicki was never following her, but she unfollowed Nicki. You understand what I'm saying? So I wasn't the first person to notice it. I'm just the first person on the microphone who said it. So look, I think that we need to be careful of the people who quick to say Nicki name and don't really support or some shit like that. It's just, to me, the saddest part to it is that Cardi B is not a real artist, and y'all have to jump shift for that. It's like, that's sad. It's like all a person has to do is dangle a carrot in your eyes, and you just that, and you unfollow Nicki. Really? Wow. And Nicki don't owe none of y'all nothing. You owe it to yourself to build your own career up. So you could be like, you know what? I built myself to the ranks, and now I'm out here with Nicki Minaj. You know what, Nicki? Let's do a feature. Let's do a collaboration. You know? If you look at it, even though I don't like Bia I don't like Bia no more either. Nope. Ever since she did that whack shit, because Bia is phony and fake and fuck. She right in the mix and mixy with that fan shit and then try to pull it back like, oh, it's just be the fans starting shit. Yeah, now that you've realized what you did, that snake move when you collab with Nicki and then you unfollow Cardi. If you really like Cardi, let it speak volume. See, the thing is, a lot of y'all is fake. That's why I do respect Young Devin, because she will give respect to everybody. She doesn't, and she'll let it be known, like her music being inspired to want to rap Nicki Minaj. She loved Meek Mill. It's like she keep it real. I don't like when people try to hide and they try to like cloak shit. There's no way that you're mentioning Cardi B before Nicki Minaj in a female rap conversation. If you are, it's positioned for a reason. And yeah, I don't care what nobody say. There's no way that you're mentioning her. There's no way. There's no way. No way, no day. That tells what type of person she is. Exactly. The queen doesn't need to acknowledge all her subjects. She really not that good as an artist for real. Not to say someone you look up to and want to work with and really a hip hop fan. Yeah. Do something to make me feel better. Do something to make me feel better. And I ain't saying I wish the worst for Lola, but she got to bring it with this music if she want to be around. You got the moment, you got the look. Unfortunately, I'm really saddened because I would love to see Billy B running across those stages with you because them Brooklyn bitches, they ain't nothing to play with. We're not 10 bowls. But she really ate on her verse. Like you had just the I just want a roughneck nigga on the tone. Bitches want to send me all the back. How did her first go? When a man, I don't need no other man. But Billy B, them Brooklyn bitches, they ain't nothing to play with. Bitches, my Timbo. Well, she killed that shit. Like, he's so sweet. He said he want to lick the rapper. Let him eat the, and then I kick him out right after. She made more sense in her shit. To me, Lola Brooke was more like, what a man. She was more like mushmouth rapper type of flow. Like, not saying that she's a mushmouth, but I'm just saying like Billy B was like Claire. And I don't understand why this girl is not running on stages with you too, because her verse makes that song. Her verse makes that song. I'm sorry. Like Lola was cute on it. And maybe she think that's why people like it. Like, what a man. She put it on for Brooklyn and that. Like, come on. That's some shit that Jay-Z and Foxy do. No matter on their most popular commercial songs, you got to rep for where you from. And Shorty did that. And I feel like her verse was just better. I agree Billy B is dope. Lola isn't going to go far in the industry. Well, I don't wish her the worst. If we see Cardi out here winning shit, Lola should win. But Lola, I'm just saying that I'm personally side-eyeing your choice and what you come on. You follow on Cardi, please. Come on. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows who the top of top in this rap shit is right now, currently, for the past 15, 16 years. We in 2023, it's 16 years now. 15 last year. So, man, I'm happy they're showing their cards. Me too. He said Lola careers are over, already associated with flop culture, vulture, white Latino, just like others like Glorilla making Normani Summer and so yeah. And now everybody feels bad for Normani, like Normani just can't get it right, you know? Because the thing is that people give this sympathy to each and every artist that you see come out. People have some sort of sympathy instead of letting them really show who they are and if they can make songs, if they can make anthems, if they could really keep this shit going. The viral rapper is really ruining celebrity culture. I personally think it. That's not to say that people don't deserve recognition or attention for their music, but we need to, back in the day when it was separated like mixtape artists, and then it's like you had to bubble hard to even get noticed by the labels. Then you get signed with a deal. The way Nicki did it, Nicki ain't want to sign a deal. She was like, nope, I want to still keep doing my mixtape. She wanted to get the streets hot. So by the time you had the streets hot, now if you want to follow a bitch strategy, but see, I don't want to follow that strategy because it requires putting some work in. It requires you dropping songs that people actually like. It's unfortunate that when most of this shit Nicki dropped back in the day, you could hate it or love it. Most of the shit that she dropped, people loved it. They loved the way that she rapped. They wanted to know what she was going to say next. A lot of y'all don't have the capability and the ability to do that, because if you did, ain't it crazy how Lotto got a big energy, that song so big, and none of those listeners trickled down to any of the other songs on her album to make it as big as that song or make it competitive. None of her other songs even got any radio play like that. You don't think that's crazy? Come on. Nicki did it the right way. That's because what nobody say about Nicki, she made for this shit. Yeah. And Nicki don't give a fuck about bloggers. She don't give a fuck about being friends with blockers and, you know, being close to people and just stupid shit like that. Like, she don't care what you say about her. She know that she is the talent. She know that she possesses what it is. She knows how to satisfy her fans. She knows what we want to hear. She knows how to deliver. And that's something that they can't take away from her. So it's going to take a lot of lip gloss, shades, stylist, photo shoots, and a lot of that bullshit to like even, you know, stack up to that. It's so funny these new rappers don't know Cardi career is done. It's just time. And we anxious to hear what she got to say. Right. She really had a bad song in her come up days, especially Beam Me Up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. My wine be too dirty. Yeah, so listen, I'm about to get out of here. This is your boy, LaRon, Female Rap Elite. Again, please make sure that you check out my website. It's cookieconfidant.com. Make sure that you search that. Check out my website. We sell these amazing gourmet, huge Texas-style cookies. So get your hands on some gourmet cookies and support my business. You know, I don't really care about Cash App and Super Chat. Support my business and go to my website, cookieconfidant.com. Check out the reviews. You know, I built this website up for, this has been up here for about the last 2 years. So I'm going to do a facelift to it, but certain things I'm going to keep on here because certain things just mean the most. Like, yeah, like certain things we're going to keep on here, but I just want to do a facelift to my website. But I appreciate all of you who have supported my business. Please check it out, cookieconfidant.com. And we ship all throughout the United States. Oh, shit. My bad. Hold on. My bad. I got excited and fucking pulled my headphones too hard. So yeah, make sure you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. We ship all throughout the United States. Best sellers are the chocolate chip pecan. People really love that one as well. So again, also reach out to me if you have any experience with websites and stuff like that. You will be vetted, and please don't reach out to me trying to get in behind the scenes on my shit, because you won't have access. You know that these websites know how to ration off what type of access you'll have, so you won't have any type of access to like any billing or anything. You won't be able to change no account information, none of that. You'll have a very limited range, but I am looking for somebody who has experience with working on websites and, like, you know, different interactive plugins and things like that will really like help out my website as far as like visibility. Oh shit, my damn bottle. Visibility and you know, optics or whatever. So yeah, check it out, cookieconfidant.com. This is your boy LaRon, female rap elite. Drop your comments in the drop your comments in regards to how you felt about anything we talked about from the Cardi B, Lola Brooke. I mean, we ain't really dwell on Cardi B. You know, Cardi B is going to jump on anything that's hot now. You know, before, I think what it is that Cardi B is trying to follow the Nicki Minaj strategy. Because before she was like, oh, I'm not like her. She jumps on a lot of remixes and stuff. Now I think what it is that Cardi was saying, remember she said that in that video, she was like, and I heard what you guys said, I'm going to start doing some, you know, some things. And now what she's going to do is she probably going to try to jump on songs that's hot and try to like, it's a way that she's going to try to like cutthroat, like all of the new female rappers, they're going to go through her. And if these hoes is that stupid and you want to mention Cardi B in an interview before Nicki Minaj, listen, your days is numbered already. It is numbers. So get the most out of it. Stack that money up. Start that business on the side, baby. You're going to need it because, listen, it's going to come and it's going to go. Because everybody, they think that Glorilla got that Glorilla special, but y'all know deep down inside you don't like her music. You don't like her sound. You're just being fake happy for her because she in this viral world of existence and now she just got to deal with it. But I'm telling you, the faker they rise up, the harder they fall. The faker they rise up, the harder they going to fall. So let them do the little 1-2 thing, you know? Nicki Silent is great. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm loving it as well. Yeah, please check out the website, cookieconfidant.com, Cricket Silence. Yeah, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Ooh, those look good. Thank you, Bunny G. I appreciate that. So shout out to y'all. Have a blessed day. I'm about to go do some things, and I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace. Let me play this when I get out of here. Let's do best.
Exit 6. LaRon. Best me. Yeah, let's go. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. Yo, I face myself in verses. They just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I'd create the version with bald tires, y'all liars and them lasers swerving. My wordplay be perfect placement. I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses. All them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music drawn fluence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these raps will surface. I know how to rank you for it. I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last. I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that cause you to hurt. It go. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. Yo, a prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angel's lurking, even if I ain't attend your surface. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal. What the hell is this, a sale or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma is still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad, I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything, I put that on everything. You deserve the better things, I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove. I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you.
Yo, hold up. I wanted to share something with y'all before I left, right? Hold on. This is from one of the content creators that I love and support. I've been following her for a minute. So this is from Tanya TKO. So she's talking about, like, just to put some context around it. So she's talking about how, like, people are mad how Black women are building community and stuff like that. And she was like, a lot of white women visit her page and they say, like, it's disrespectful that you don't say hi to all women, or it's disrespectful that you only cater to Black women. So just check this out.
They're dissatisfied. They're foaming at the effing mouth that Black women. I had to tell one Irish chick on my page the other day that she ain't never been cussed out by a Caribbean American woman before I can see, because she was like, it's so disrespectful that you don't say hi to all women. Milady, you don't want me to address you personally. Talking about it's disrespectful for you to cater to Black women. Don't get cussed out on my platform. Don't get cussed out. But listen, so we're white.
Hold on. Let me do that again.
They're dissatisfied. They're foaming at the effing mouth that Black women. I had to tell one Irish chick on my page the other day that she ain't never been cussed out by a Caribbean American woman before I can see, because she was like, it's so disrespectful that you don't say hi to all women. Milady, you don't want me to address you personally. Talking about it's disrespectful for you to cater to Black women. Don't get cussed out on my platform. Don't get cussed out. But listen, so we're white.
Yeah. I wanted to share that with y'all. I had shared this other thing too. Give me a second. Let me stop sharing this. And why is my shit going slower? I'm gonna have to run. What was it? TKO 7 ways. 7 ways to get somebody to fall in love. Okay, so yeah, it was a part in this video that I wanted to share with y'all because I thought the show was funny as hell. So make sure you check out Tanya TKO. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. All right, hold on. I'm about to share this. I just feel like some of this commentary, I know that I look at my demographics. A lot of women follow my stuff. So I try to share things that I know that women need and message that they need. So you'll be a fool not to cater to that. So to me, check out Tanya TKO. I think a lot of y'all will really enjoy her channel if you don't know about it already. So yeah, I like to share stuff from her that I feel like I know that women would need or they would need to hear.
Body, and I know how I deserve to be spoken to with or without my cleavage. Honey, you're gonna respect me on Facebook, on YouTube, or off, honey. When I walk down the street, you respect me and nothing less. Get blocked over here. You don't decide how I get treated. I do. And you decide how you get treated. Know your worth. I did a video called Know Your Worth. Look it up.
It's the next part I wanted y'all to hear. The next part. Yeah.
Next point is be a captain. Save yourself. Hear what I'm saying. Save yourself, honey. Don't wait for no man to come around and save you from your life. Save yourself. Make your life how you want your life to be so that nobody has to come in there and rescue you. If you feel like you're not educated enough, go get your education, baby. If you feel like you're not making enough money, honey, do something to make some more money. Whether it's going back to school, taking a course, go getting your EMT license, learning how to be a nurse's aide, learning how to fix refrigerators and air conditioners, whatever it is. Whatever it is, make your money, baby. Do what you got to do to take care of yourself, because the last thing you want is to attract the type of man who's coming in there trying to fix a broken bird with her wing, then feeling like he owns those wings, baby. Fix your own wings first. That way, when you go to market, you know how much what it is that you're putting out there is worth, honey, and you know what to demand in exchange for that. Listen to me. Because you know what? People ask, oh, we're going to get into it. What is it? Oh. In the next point, we're going to get into this point. I'm going to further delve on that, on number 2. But what I'm saying is save yourself. Don't be wallowing in the misery of a life that you don't want to be in, hoping that some man is going to swoop down on his magical horse like they did in the fairy tales and rescue you from a life that you don't want to be in. Honey, if you don't want to be in that life, what makes you think somebody else wants to be in it? The last thing you want to do is drag some child into it with a man who has abandoned you. So listen, you better know your worth, honey. You better, take care of yourself first and foremost. Because if you can't do it, if you don't think you're worth taking care of, listen, I buy myself flowers when I feel like it. I should pull them down off the wall, but I don't want to go into a segue. But I buy myself flowers. Listen, honey, cultured pearls for real, not costume jewelry. These were picked from the ocean, baby, because I deserve it. Oh, honey, yes. Honey, I invest in myself, but you should see what I eat. The people who came to my loft for my loft party, I talked to you about it. Organic, honey. I'm drinking 64 ounces of water a day. I take care of myself. You take care of you too. Last point on number 1 is be happy with yourself. And that goes into all of the stuff that we talked about above that. Oh, I can't wait to mention this one. Number 2, find the right man for you. Honey, I get contacted by so many women who write to me trying to bend. Oh, I want to cry just thinking about this. Trying to bend themselves into being the woman that he wants her to be. No, baby, you find a man who is right for you. Somebody who is a natural fit for who you really are. Hear what I'm saying. Don't pretend to be somebody else and have somebody fall in love with the person that you are pretending to be. Because what's the end goal?
And you know what's so crazy? I feel like that goes back into a lot of these people doing these internet dating type of things where people are creating who they are behind the scenes. Like that man who murdered that woman from around the corner from where I am right now. He killed her in Sugarland. He met her off the Meet Me app within a week and he killed her. See, he was probably promoting that he was a different type of person and she was probably attracted to it. I'm not saying that the girl didn't have any flaws mentally, but she was a teacher. She was 28. She was still young, but I mean, she betted on a person and she allowed this person into her circle, to her aura, and this person took her out. So it's like, I wonder, me personally, I don't think it's too much. I would love to see what his profile looked like on that dating app. I would love if anybody could get any of that information to see what his profile looked like. What was his name? Something Thompson. Jarvis Thompson or something like that. If somebody could get a hold of his profile and see what his wording was, or how did he, you know, win this girl over, I would really be interested in that.
What's the end goal? Listen, marriage is not the end goal, baby. It's a milestone. It goes on from there. And if you get yourself trapped up with a man who is not a good fit for you, honey, that's a life sentence that you've sentenced yourself to. Because then when you start coming out with who it is that you really are, you're matched up with a man who may not even like the real you. That's why you start out being the real you first and foremost. You come out the gate you, and you find a man who is right for you. So when I talk about don't expect somebody to save you from your life doing you any favors, no, honey. Listen, people talk to me and they ask me why I'm not married, honey. They act like, and so many women out there have this same mentality too, that getting married is the greatest gift that any man can bestow upon a woman. No, honey, we're the ones who choose. Listen, we're the ones who choose. Women choose. Oh, let me calm down. Let's rewind. Find a man who is a right fit for you. I could have been married already, but he would have been happy, but I would have been miserable. I could have been married 3 times already, but I'm finding a man who is a good fit for me. Like how some people are like, oh, this, that, and the other, look at you, your little bit of cleavage. Listen, I'm not interested in a man who has a problem with a little bit of cleavage. If you knew what I liked, oh, honey, if you knew what I like behind closed doors, this is just the beginning, baby. Huh? Let me pick up my mouse pad that I dropped when I got too excited. All right. If you knew what I like, listen, I'm holding out. Listen, when you find a man who truly appreciates you and loves you for who you are, and you don't have to pretend, oh, honey, that is a beautiful thing. But I'm going to tell you in this video how to avoid a mistake and mistakes that I made with the men that I wanted. I made this mistake, and I'm going to help you avoid that.
Go check that video out. If you click it around, is get Mr. Right to fall in love with you 7 ways. And I do feel like the last point that she made in it, I feel like that shit is crucial, but all of the points add up together because you got to have some things going on. Like, yeah, I like how she said this one part. So let me just show you like the first beginning part of it so you can understand where a person is, where she going with it.
Number 1, you know that, and I told most of you guys this, that my mother passed away when I was 19. So a lot of the things about loving myself, taking care of myself, growing up from, I mean, if you think about a 19-year-old to me now as a grown woman, there were a lot of things that I had to learn the hard way. And I want you, oh God, I want you to learn from my mistakes because, baby, oh, I made some mistakes. Listen to me. Hear me. Have you ever had a guy fall in love with you, but you only thought of him as just a friend, and it pained you that you could not love him back? So what you did was you decided that the next person that you decided to date or whatnot, that you would be extra good to them, and that you would put yourself out there because you couldn't love that last person. You just
hold on. I want to get to the part where she's,
because I do not have on foundation. Take a look at my face up close. Flawless. Hold
on.
1A. Work on your flaws.
All right, hold on.
Eyebrows. I feel like I'm bald faced. I showed you guys in that video. Just do a Google search or do a YouTube search for self-esteem or flaws, and you'll see the video in which I reveal some of the things that I'm self-conscious about. So work on those things, you know. Find makeup tricks and techniques that work for you. Like I discovered, I put on my eyebrows. I wear my eyeliner on top of my lid, not underneath. It doesn't work for me underneath. Find a style like this right here. This is my style. Oh, bombshell style, baby. I'm a knockout, you know. This is my style right here. And it's the day before Labor Day, so my last chance to wear my white dress. But I look particularly good in form-fitting clothes that hugs my curves and shows a little bit of décolletage. I can't think of the right word for it. But you tell me, Jake, what's the French term for cleavage? Décolletage? Put that below. But anyway, so find a clothing style, whether you're bohemian, whether you're a little more goth, or with my short hair showing all of my beautiful facial features, etc. So that's A. B. C, get hobbies. And later on down the line, we're going to talk about how that comes into play with the secret that I'm going to reveal. Get some hobbies that you enjoy doing. If somebody asks you, how do you spend your free time? What will you say? Oh, nothing. Oh, I'm only working. What are some of the things that you like to do naturally? Find something that you can be passionate about, whether it's quilt making, whitewater rafting, wall climbing, kayaking. I personally love to kayak. I do. I like to, and you guys know I love to travel. So I do things that are a part of my personality. This is really going to help you when we get to number 7. The most important part of this video, when we get to that, having hobbies, doing photography, painting, dancing, whatever it is that comes naturally to you that you like to do, that expresses, which is uniquely you, do that and hone in on that. It's going to come in handy. Know your self-worth. Know what you're worth before you put yourself out there. If you go to market, let's say you go to the flea market and you have something to sell. If I say, oh, this is my nature's erase, I go to the flea market and people are like, how much does it cost? And I'm like, you tell me, how much do you want to pay for this? How do you want to treat this? No, honey, you don't leave that up to other people to decide. You know your worth. You know what it is that you deserve. Just imagine, but I can't go into full detail in this video, or this video will be an hour long. But just imagine how it is that you want to be treated. Know how it is that you deserve to be treated. And honey, don't expect anything less. You hear me? Nothing less than the idea that you created for yourself. Because if not that person, another person will treat you how you deserve to be treated. But first, you have to set the standard within you.
And that's important because a lot of people don't even have a standard of what they should require or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to check her channel out. Like I always tell her that I'm like, yo, I really love her conversations. And I was just like, I wish that it was a way that your messages could get more, because she has a lot of adult conversation with mature women with things that are going on that women are experiencing, right? But what I will say is that I think a lot of this information needs to meet a lot of younger girls before they get into the world of chaos with just even having children and just getting mixed up, because a lot of the young girls need these messages. Because let me tell you, the other day when she was live and I sent the video to my niece, and I'm thinking that I'm just the annoying uncle, and I'm like, my niece ain't watching this shit. And the fact that she called it out like right in the middle of the video, it's like, I like shit like that because it lets me know that you really are in tune. So she's getting these, she's like, yeah, because she was talking some real shit that day. What was she talking about? It was just she was more so, I think the message was just about just not having kids from everybody that you fuck with. Like, you know, like that wasn't like the, what was she saying in her message? And she was just saying like, if you get with a guy, it's nothing wrong that if you get with a guy and you know that you don't want to be with him and y'all made a mistake. If you made a mistake, there's nothing wrong with plan B. I think that was her message. And trust me, let me tell you this. My niece sees how hard it is, and she sees her mom, who has a doctorate degree, how she takes care. She pretty much takes care of the whole family. She takes care of the whole family. Her mom. She sees how hard that is, you know. And I think her stepfather is going through some things because he got into an accident. But her mom is pretty much taking care of the whole family. So. Yeah, my niece sees a lot of different. She sees things differently, you know. And I was happy that when she spoke to me about all of the little girls being followers in the school and they all smoking weed at such a young age, and I'm just giving her message and like, yo, don't wash yourself up so early. You got a whole life to live, like these people. And it's like, I don't speak to her about intimacy or anything like that. I said that you have your whole life to like, you know, like get into, or just like, I want you to be. I said the biggest thing is just being of sound mind. Like you got somebody going inside of you, and you don't even know who you are fully yet. You got all these people going in and out of you. Like, come on. There's much more to life than just sex. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. LeBron, check out a girl named Dorsey. I like you will like her. All right. I'm about to get up out of here, yo. Please make sure you subscribe. Check out the website, cookieconfidant.com. And I'm up out of here. Peace.